One of the 10-game Jubongo series between me, BenKyo, and CatsPlayGo. Joining us today is my friend Slime.
Hello.
He's a 2-dan, maybe 3-dan.
It doesn't matter.
And we're gonna see what 2Cats wants to show us in his first moves today. So welcome from YouTube, if that's where you're watching from. Hey Eric, how's it going? Maybe Cats is probably just getting in the oh, he's asking me actually, am I all set up? Have a good game, Cats. Alright, so I'm going to do my usual. Play the 4-4 points adjacent to his 3-4 first move. Now when he plays his second corner, I get to choose my ideal orientation. This is why I don't play across the board over here. Hi Baduk Bum, morning. It's night for us. Okay.
Oh, you're echoing.
I'm echoing.
OBS.
Uh-huh.
New one of these.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be echoing anymore. Good, good. The Wrecker. How's the audio, guys? Everything okay? I was echoing for a couple minutes there. Oh yeah, Cats always plays this one space high enclosure. I remember now.
Creakers called it.
Yeah. If Cats is black, he's gonna play the high enclosure. Yeah. Good job, Creakers. You get a cookie. Audio is better now. Cool. No echo, waiting for dishwashing to begin. So, okay. I'm going to play probably... I'm willing to bet that I played here in my first game with him. Not Jubongo, but the game we played some weeks back. Because I feel that playing my 3-4 point like this makes his upper right corner a little more awkward. At least he doesn't have a way to approach my corner from his 3-4 enclosure. And so since it's high, that's something he'd be wanting to do. So yeah, we have a lot of time. We have an hour and a half each and 5 times 1 minute Byoyomi. So, you know, this is going to be our best. And we got 10 of them coming, so yeah. And I'm joined here today with my friend Slime.
Hey guys.
He's like 2 or 3 dan. So black has taken the empty corner. What would you play?
I would just approach.
Approach from which side?
You know, C6 around there.
Yeah, C6, because that side is slightly more open than the bottom side. There's 1 extra space.
Mm-hmm.
Closer.
Sandbagging punk.
Sandbagging punk. Yeah, his name is Slime. That's what he was named when he was born. Sandbagging punk. Alright, so I'm definitely also thinking about playing something on the left side. It does have the most empty spaces. Maybe just an enclosure even. But approach is good too. So if I close the corner, I'm expecting black to probably extend on the top side because it's a good spot for both of us after that. But then at least it gives me the chance to play on this side, which is also a really big point because of his enclosure. If I approach and he responds, then I'll be playing something again around here. And I still expect him to extend around there, so... Maybe approach is good. Of course, you know, he's not just going to let me have anything I want, so maybe... Links to OGS chat. Get the hype! 10-game match hype! Yeah, approach. I'm probably going to approach. Let's see. So he might approach me back just to like mix things up and make things you know, not go perfectly according to plan. But yeah, what the heck? Because if I close the corner, he extends here, I extend here. Well, I don't really want him to approach me and then maybe close this corner, for example. I don't really want to leave this 4-4 alone and let him play an 8's move. Yeah, I'm expecting an approach back, honestly. Hey, Paragon, Self-Atari. Welcome, everyone.
Wow, 24 viewers.
Yeah, and we're just getting started. Bats has like 121 right now, which I think even for him, that's a little bit...
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Yeah, I know he usually gets at least like around 100 though. Hype! Yes, well said, repost. Well said. Oh, he just backed off, which is fine, but for him, but it's interesting. I'm not going to slide because, you know, it's really easy for him to ignore that. So I kind of want to make a mini Chinese formation, but then I know he's going to extend over here, and it's an even better move than usual because of his high enclosure. So, I could play lightly and close the corner like this. This means that even after black extends on the top, I'm not locked into having to play for Moyo or anything like that. And I could attach here, but it's a bit early.
Oh, Breadpost asks who's in voice with you?
Yeah, so I'm joined today by my friend Slime.
Yep, that's my name.
Yep, he's a slime. Level 2.
Level 3 slime, okay?
3 Dan, that is.
Well,
I didn't know slimes could play Go.
I use my tentacles.
Slimes have tentacles. Wow.
Like, they can shoot, like...
They can shoot stones.
Whatever.
So, okay. If I close the corner and he approaches my lower right, he's probably going to add another move, and this gives me time to play on the top. So, yeah, I'm going to... This is also maybe a good idea, but yeah, I'm going to play this because it offers some indirect support to my approach stone. So it discourages him from, for example, kicking it and then pincering. Yeah, I farm him sometimes.
Wow. Oh, it's Little Try.
Hey, Little Try, welcome. Hey, everyone. Let's call him Slicker instead of Slime. Slicker. Yeah, because he likes to slick his hair back. Grease up.
It's not that greasy, is it?
No. You're a clean slime. So let's see. Did you tell Bats to get off your bandwidth tonight? I didn't, because Bats does this very seriously. He has his own schedule and his own priorities, and telling him to get off stream is kind of like telling him to give me money. So, like, it's... Well, and I know he doesn't do it necessarily for the money, but...
why don't you tell him to give you money? Actually, he probably did.
Yeah, he does give me money because his flock comes to me after, or at least it comes to the rest of us.
Bats is a punk.
Hey, Bug Kitten. Alright, so I better make use of my massive time. So I'm of course going to extend around here now and prevent the double wing. So... I could go closer just like he did. Yes. That's a good question. What should I do that? What would you play? I'm definitely going to play one of these too.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
It's the most open part of the board, and it's incentivized by Black's enclosure, which kind of acts like a wall, which helps him surround territory on the right side if he plays there first. So, okay, I'm going to do the same type of orientation that he did. Top of the morning to ya. No, never again.
Dear God.
Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Yorkshire. No, I'm just doing like Southern American, like Yorkshire pudding.
Oh God.
Slimes cringe very easily. You need to be careful with them. They're delicate. Alright, so what is he thinking about? I think he's probably, first of all, he's considering approaching at 03, but then he's like, oh, but the bottom is low and flat because of F3, so I don't like that. So then he might be thinking about either approaching at R6 or following up against my C6 stone. So I think that what Cats is thinking about is either getting an extra move in this lower left corner to get an advantage here, approaching on the inside of this formation here, or extending towards my top corner, which is really good because it's it has follow-ups like attaching at the 3/3 in the corner, and it's also like reducing the power of the enclosure for expanding itself, and it means that I can't make a choice. Like if I invade the top, then he has room to extend, and if I extend towards him, then he plays on the top. But that means that if I extend at G17, it's Sente for me. So maybe, yeah, maybe he might play F17.
Yeah, it's a new overlay.
New overlay.
Right?
Yes. New overlay. A work in progress, but infinitely better than what I had every other time, courtesy of my other friend.
Well, your roommate.
Yes.
The dishwasher.
The dishwasher. Yeah, his name is Dishwasher.
Ooh.
In B433 invasion. Hey, Razmataz.
He played.
He played, and it was one of the moves I was talking about. What do you know? What are the odds of that? Actually, there's only a few moves you can even consider in this position. So I could kick, and then he's going to extend, and I'm going to extend. Or I could pincer, but then I think that Cats likes territory. I don't know, it might just be me, but I have this instinct against Cats now, like that I feel like I shouldn't give him points because he's too happy about that. R13 him, then 3-3. I gotta catch up on this chat. This is the first game, Bug Kitten, yeah. First of 10. Alright, so, I think I'm kicking him here.
Yeah, that looks normal. I think.
Yeah. I think I'm kicking him. Honestly, the pincer actually seems pretty fine because if he originally had have approached me and I didn't have a stone at at R11, then I would have pincered, and then after his 3/3 invasion, I would have extended again. So it could actually revert to something pretty normal. But I still have this feeling like I shouldn't give him territory. So let's see, if I kick, he goes up, I extend down here. He probably extends here. He might try to fight by like extending me and make over here and making me come over here. And then he'll maybe turn. But then he doesn't get any points from this group, so I don't know if he would like that. I'm being tempted by this pincer simply also because he ends up really flat on the bottom. But of course he's probably going to do a high double approach in that case.
By the way, the schedule is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. How many is that?
Yeah, the schedule is Wednesday. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. EST. So the schedule for the 10 games, so tentatively it's going to be every week, yeah, for the next, 9 weeks, but depending on how long this game takes and how much time we have for reviewing, we might decide to do reviews for every other week, or at least that's what I would probably do with my stream, so I'll let you guys know after this game, that plan. Yeah, I mean it's like 2.5 months basically, which I guess does sound like a long time, but so I do need to make a move. I'm already down by almost 10 minutes from my starting time.
Ben's openings take a year.
That is not wrong. I think if I kick and I go here, it's nice locally, but then I extend and he expands the top Moyo, and I feel kind of paranoid about that. Pincer. Oh. I need to close these things. That should be all.
I don't think it showed up on stream.
Yeah, but it bugged me. In before Ben gets to Yoyomi. Yeah. So it's either kick or pincer. I'm having a hard time deciding here. Yeah, I'll go with the kick. I'm sure Cats is like, what is he thinking about? I think 10 games is going to take a lot more than 20 hours, actually. I'm expecting this game to take at least 3 hours because our main time ends up... well, okay, it might be less. It might be less. We might not use everything. He might not use everything. I will, for sure.
Razmataz. Repos, I didn't realize Ben was blitzing.
Looks like a Ben game already. Okay. If I extend high, then I get more attack power. If I extend low, then I don't have to deal with annoying stuff. But then extending on the bottom for him is not very attractive, I think. Yeah, I'm going to play high because I want to put more pressure. Heavy breathing, you say? Uh-oh. It's slightly awkward for me. Okay, I guess I'm extending. But then he plays here.
Whoa, so fast.
I know, right? No, sometimes people kick but then play low. It's actually played quite a bit because the low one is pretty much your corner unless black gets enough support around, but in which case you just respond. Okay, so he's playing on top of me. I kind of expected this, and this is another reason why I didn't want to necessarily kick.
Is Brandon streaming?
Brandon's definitely streaming, isn't he? Oh, he's not streaming. I don't see him streaming. That's actually a shock. Let's see if I click show more. Wow, he's legit not streaming. That's unexpected. Okay, well, maybe he thought that since I'm covering it, that we don't need to divide the audience, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty annoying, and it's a pretty good choice for him, I would say. But I have a feeling like forcing him into some type of Moyo or potential game might put him out of his comfort zone, right? So there's that. I think I'm wedging here. So how do you slime? What's the slimy opinion of the game?
It's all normal so far.
Who do you prefer so far?
I prefer black.
Black's definitely not bad. So maybe if I had have played the pincer instead, it would have been more clearly even. But here we can't really tell yet. Maybe some people can tell. Maybe black's better. Give me 2 stones. Well, we have 10 games to find that out, don't we? I think if I Atari here, everything will be a-okay. Because this is just like the shape from the opening.
Night Forest? Is that his?
Knight likes the white position.
Yeah.
Good, good. I have somebody on the reptilian team.
Oh. Is that what they mean by heavy breathing?
What, your big size?
My snorts?
Or like every time you find something funny, you're like, yeah, no. I'll probably play solid here because like the top is very open, so at least it makes him feel like he needs to play again. And if I actually don't extend this, then he can play this exact move here and seal me in. And it's pretty much Sente as well. So yeah, the proper move is this one. I think I'm playing it. Yeah. Q12 instead of Q11. Q12. Q12. You mean like a knight's move? No, wait.
Instead of
Q11.
Q11.
Oh, you mean for black. I see. Yeah. He means, or they mean the variation where black is sort of peeping here. But these 2 white stones would be light in that case. So when he extends here, I would push out here. And it's probably okay for me because then his group over here becomes weaker. This peep he just played looks like a bad move. It's not gonna be like really bad, but I know that you don't normally see this happen because white actually gains liberties from this. Like before, white had 4 liberties. Now white's all connected. So moves out here lose a little bit of power, I guess. But I see. Maybe he's doing it to discourage a peep at Q17 later. Brandon always feels ahead. Brandon seems like a good player. And he did win in the game that we played before. So this is my vengeance match, I guess. I mean, I think the corner is about equally safe to how it was before. I don't think that Q15 does too much. White can still invade around here and be annoying. Seriyu? Hello. I don't know how to say your name, sorry. So yeah, for those of you who just entered recently, I'm joined today for the first time by a slime. His name is Slime.
Yep.
He's a 2 to 3 Dan player.
Red post.
Yeah, serious Gila.
Oh god.
So one of the proper moves in this type of shape would be to play the Kosumi here, since this is approximately where black might want to play to cover me up. And if black covers white from the outside, it's working really well with black's wall over here. But territory-wise, if I play one of these moves, I can take all the points. But I'm not really too concerned about points right now. If he goes under and takes those points away, I can just press him down and make points in any of the empty areas. So I think I'll probably come out. It's worth considering the attach, but it's probably a bad move. Making him stronger. Would it be okay to just take the points? I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong. Alright, I'm going to follow my instinct and play this. So what do you expect for black slime?
I expect for black to win.
What would you be thinking about here?
Well, P3 directly is kind of too early.
Yeah, P3 is the local continuation, but of course it is affected a little bit by the stone at N5.
Thanks, Knight.
That was pretty savage, even for a slime. That was pretty slimy. Yeah. Do not trust slimes. They are pure evil.
Oh, come on. I'm not a bad slime.
100% liquid evil.
Poison slime.
Poison slime. Yeah. Toxic. I think white's okay. I have no problem with white just yet.
Yeah.
Black doesn't really have any sure points yet. Black kind of has the upper right corner, most likely, but white also has some... Yeah, this is expected, because when he extends here, he also has the 3-3 invasion after. So, of course, I'm not going to respond right now, but... Yeah. Shout out to Peyton's puns. I missed something.
No,
maybe.
Peyton's not here.
Peyton's not here. Oh, we're waiting for his puns to come, yeah.
Yeah.
100% liquid. Not even viscous. I don't know. He's pretty viscous.
Yeah, I'm a fatty.
He is extremely viscous. So I have this feeling like I need to come into the top. Maybe if I play at N17, it'll expose how little Q15 actually does. Like in the future, if there's a peep at Q17, Q15 doesn't do a whole lot. Leela Shmila. Leela only had one eye anyways.
Well, I'm glad Lil agrees with me. But,
Whose side are you on anyways?
well, obviously cats.
Oh god. I didn't know cats and slimes got along.
Do slimes eat cats?
You better hope not. Or he better hope not. I feel like pressing this thing. But then he's gonna keep doing his territory stuff. White doesn't have territory and black has the influence. I have territory. I have this corner.
Well, that's not territory.
If I defend the corner, then with Komi 2, I already have more points than black in sure points. So there. Maybe I'll attach into this corner. Maybe pressing first would be good then. Coming in the top is like, it doesn't quite feel urgent, that's the thing, and it's not very open either. So I think I'll press here. I am joined by a 3-dan slime. He is my what do you call it? Co-host?
Yeah.
Co-commentator?
I'd say so. Oh no, it's A0 though.
I think my roommate's dying. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sad life.
I'm done.
Good night, A0.
Yep.
It was nice to have you. Is he gone yet?
I think so. It went from 36 to 35.
Oh, this man, Cats loves his freaking corners. I mean, I know cats like to sleep in boxes and stuff, but like, this is just. I'm actually a little surprised. I feel like this is quite large.
It's normal for cats, I think.
Oh, so he plays really lightly and flexibly, I guess.
And throws away huge everythings for random shit. Oh, right.
Bad boy. Oh, I knew. Oh my. You know what? My theory is coming true more and more. Ever since like my review with him of the first game, I think this guy is a territory something, a subway. No, I want to say something that's a bit a title that people call me all the time, but I'm not going to say it. He's a territory hog. Let's call him that. Avoids fighting and likes simple game. Blocks. I know that there's Agi in the corner, but that doesn't necessarily mean still that L3 wasn't huge, because yeah. Okay. Even if he lives in here though, like he's gonna get barely any points, and then it's okay. I just need to start erasing his other points, and don't let him just keep taking everything. But I'm not concerned yet. He doesn't actually have that many points yet. It's just one finished corner and one slightly vulnerable corner and one small extension. It's all right. So if I block here, he's just going to get what he wants, but it does kill off his other stone. 3, 6, 9, 12. I would have maybe more than 15 points here. Half of this corner would be like, I don't know, 7, something like that. So I would have like close to 25, 30. I'd probably have more than 35 after Komi. And he, if we assume this corner is his, he would have like 10, 14, plus 14 here. So 28. Yeah, I'd be doing fine. I think a few points here. No, just one game is being played tonight. With an hour and a half each on main time, I don't think we'd be able to call that tonight anymore. So if I go here, he's going to peep. I probably have to connect, although I'll read it because there is a stone there. And then he would play a diagonal here. But then it's kind of like he did all this stuff earlier and then made a bad exchange there, so that wouldn't be so bad for me. He's doing this because if I go here, his group's not really weak anymore, so this doesn't really affect his outside that much. If I do this, the problem is he reduces a bit and does it in Sente, but the good side is that it solidifies the rest, including this dead stone. And according to the count I just did, that would be okay for me, but then he would get Sente to play the next move. And I think that would make him pretty decent, because like that might make black better, because black would get the first move on the left side. Maybe even the top. What would you choose, Mr. Slime?
I'd choose the Joseki where you like grab the whole corner but like give him a lot of power. The one where you Atari 2 stones.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the other option. Yeah, like whenever black's not weak, it's better to just let him get the capture here. So yeah, he can still live independently in the corner, but it would be worse than the other variation. So, yeah, I agree with you.
Oh damn, are we cheating?
We're not cheating.
Okay.
I mean, I could always ask you after from now on.
Oh shit, A0 is still here. Oh god.
A0 is not gone. Okay, then next time, just to make sure it doesn't look like we're cheating, I'll make sure that I'm locking my move in orally and then ask you. But this is basic. This is probably what I would have ended up doing.
A0 would have S6.
S6. Oh, I see. I don't know. S6 doesn't really have a powerful follow-up against black anyway, so it's good, and it might be better than the Descent, but I like the game variation so far.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe slightly questionable to let white get L3. What do you think?
I mean, I like the game variation because I picked it.
So who do you prefer now? Still black?
Nah. After Tanuking the shoulder hit, nah, no way.
Well, I have faith in Cats to, keep the game difficult. The fact that he gets to play first on the top or the left side is pretty big. Like, he could play on the top now and try to finish the top, and then the left side's actually pretty hard for me to make territory on because of how much it's leaking from his stone on the second line. Yeah, this is like exactly what I thought he would do. He thinks like a true territory man, where it's like, okay, he'll finish the top and it's all territory now, and then when I try to make any points on the left side, he's just not gonna let me. It makes sense though. It makes sense. It makes sense. So since I can't really get points easily on the left side, it means I could maybe play a little more sort of loosely on the fourth line. I kind of don't want him to invade my upper left corner because I think he loves corners, and I think that's what he's going to do. It does feel flat on top, but, like when I played him the first game, of course I had like massive like time pressure from like my own slowness and also like explaining so much, but he took a lot of flat territories and a lot of cash overall, and he still managed to make a good game out of it. So I can't underestimate black just because it's kind of flat. So my two choices are pretty clear to me. It's either something around here or the unlikely one of defending the corner. And the reason you defend the corner is because it's pretty hard for anyone to make good points around here right now, thanks to this guy here. So let's see. If I were to play this unlikely choice of something around here, I would have 6 points here, 7, and another 6, so around 13 points in this corner. And let's say neither of us have anything here, then I have maybe 4. It's likely that I'll get a force around here, so actually this is probably 5 at least. So 6. So 6, and again this thing was 3, 6, 9, 13. Yeah, so 19 plus Komi around 25, and then this thing. So 4, 5, 6, 20. Wait, is this really 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, this is at least like 20. So 33, 39, Komi about 45.
No, it's just A0.
Q17 still exists after Q15. Yeah, exactly. Q15 doesn't do that much. It would have been better to at least leave it until later in the game. The timing didn't really make sense because it's kind of always Sente. So does black have 45? So 6, 10, 16, 22, plus around 7, so 29. And then this stuff is going to be at least like 10. So that's like 39. Actually, black is ahead on points right now. But I do have more control over the... So it means I shouldn't just defend my corner. I should probably play around here. So I'm going to play this one, I guess. You see, even though black is pretty flat on the top and L3 seemed maybe... Allowing L3 seemed questionable, but actually black is pressuring me as usual with his points advantage. I think what this goes to show is that when black attached on top of my group on the right side and made that wall and finished in Sente as well, that was quite a good play. It was also a predictable one, so it means that the kick choice in the lower right might have actually been questionable. So maybe the pincer was more correct. Because things just worked out a little too well. Maybe originally, instead of extending my from the corner, extending to R12, maybe I should have, or sorry, R11. I should have played the point under the star point because it gives me more space in this area, should I need to extend this way. So, yeah, that's interesting. He's kind of, seems like the two space doesn't make much sense to me after B4.
So basically D9?
It doesn't... Well, the thing is, so he wants to invade, like, both of us already know that I don't have territory around here. So then the question is black going to invade here? If black invades here, I get to attack it. And then in my attack, I can do things around here, which is what I want to do next anyways. If I play in the middle, then black can just invade here. And assuming that I want to attach on top, he's just going to get even more points. On the other hand, if he invades here now, I can just block here, and it's not going to be good for him right now. So the problem with playing on the star point, in my opinion, is that if black simply just invades, it's going to be too good, because black's territory advantage will just keep getting bigger and bigger. And he is actually playing this pretty smartly, because what he's done is he's hogging territory as much as he possibly can. But because he has these stones sticking out in the center here, he knows that he has some kind of influence on the center, so I can never make a big moyo. It's also hard for me to attack weak groups because of his strength over here. So basically, he's playing a style that works really well for him, and yeah, I actually understand what he's doing. So this is something that I've done a lot too, not necessarily with success, but like basically if you hog all the territory, but you have any strong presence in the center anywhere, then as long as you're ahead on cash, you're probably doing pretty well. Wow. Okay, I guess that sort of makes sense. The thing about this move, though, is because when it comes down to it, it is a second line play, and the follow-up is another second line play, it seems like maybe I should ignore it. On the other hand, though, if I do just respond, he hasn't really gained much yet until he responds as well, and then he'll lose Sente. So I think after I kick here, he would probably ignore, though. So that could be maybe a good exchange for black. But then ignoring it's very tempting. Especially because after he connects under, I still have a wedge or a cut. Most likely the wedge. Later on if I want to try to capture this stone. And like the fact that he's playing a second line move with a second line follow-up and then another second line follow-up. I don't know, it seems like I should probably ignore. Endgame move, yeah. So I have this attachment which gives me follow-ups in the corner and secures territory, or I can play around here, which probably makes more sense. Maybe get this corner. One of these moves. I think around here is where I should be playing. I'm wondering if I can ever invade here. I think that I probably could, but it requires some clear planning. Or at the very least, like something like this later, maybe. I don't know. It's too early now, though. He really, really plays pretty territorial. I know because I'm pretty territorial usually, and recently I've been making myself less territorial, but I definitely, if I run into a player like that, I can recognize it very quickly. So this would probably be too solid. I mean, it would start to put me like catching up in territory or maybe even ahead. But then he can just invade the corner, so I don't think that makes sense. I think it makes sense to invite him in and just focus on building it bigger instead of securing it. So the question is this move or this move. I think those are my choices. I usually choose this one because this one he can still attach and do annoying things, maybe even crosscut. But this one has nice follow-ups because I could press him down after. So I'll lock my choice in and then I'll ask for the slimy opinion. Okay, this is one of those moments where I need to use the time on my clock, right? I did spend like half an hour explaining, basically, but this is a really critical moment. Like, if I play this move, I need to make sure that I understand the local consequences, which is almost definitely this attachment here. I'm a bit anxious about the territory. Like, he's so hardcore on the points, and I'm not completely confident that I can resist that in terms of how the game ends up. But I think if I play around here, it kind of prompts him to deal with this, which means I might have time to come back. G3, G2, G4.
Down there.
Oh, he's probably
No, it's A0.
yeah, it's A0.
G3.
This stuff is probably too early. I don't want to play this, and it might not even work because black could play here.
G3 is a probe, then Tanuki.
But that just solidifies black and gets rid of black's weakness. So yeah, I'm gonna play from the corner because I know that this guy especially is going to take my corner away like right away, very soon. Oh, so okay, if I go here and he attaches there, I'm worried that if I Hane, he can crosscut and do something weird. If he crosscuts, I'm gonna Atari him down this way and then take that stone. He would counter Atari me here. So black, white, black, white, black, white. And Atari, and then he Atari's down with this. And then he might live locally. Because I have to play this. But I think this one has so much better follow-ups than this one in this case. So I'm just not sure. What if he attaches there? All right, well, I'm going to risk it, I think. Yeah. I know that this is, I learned at least a long time ago that this is one of white's ways to respond. So I have faith that it's not just horrible. But I did do a bit of reading, as you guys saw. I just, I could have spent a little more time reading, but then I don't really want to have time trouble in this game. Especially, that would be kind of embarrassing with an hour and a half main time, so...
Yeah, personally I would have gone for the safer one.
Yeah?
Because even the press down is still fine.
Well, the press down, he can think about pushing and cutting, for example.
Yeah.
And like later on, after he responds and you continue, the connection here would be very like cuttable, so I'm just kind of worried. I'm worried that if I play d15, it's like, I'm worried about it being slack. Like, if there's any way I want to lose the game, I'd rather lose by going out with a bang. I don't want to lose because I was slack and I lost by 2 points or something. I'm worried about that.
Fair enough.
But your move, I mean, that move might actually be the better one. Like, for me, because I've played it so few times, E15 is like an experiment right now. But in terms of the shape and the relationship with the lower mid left, the one I played feels like it's expanding more. So, taking the risk. So he came back there, and I'm going to, of course, ignore it again. And I could wedge here later, which already gives him a bit of a local dilemma. But then if I wedge here right away, and he just takes the stone off in Sente, that means he gained locally in Sente, compared to me just responding with this kick. So that means I shouldn't play here right now. I should do this when the time is right. Japanese tiles are played with 4 hours on the clock. Yeah. Yeah. I really think that if I was to like critique, I would say Black's style is like just a little bit maybe too territorial. But that's probably the only flaw I see in his game. I could list off a whole bunch for my own. Alright, so I guess the plan is to continue expanding the left, right? I could just come here, but this is maybe a bit early. This is not a moyo at all, so don't worry about this thing. There's no points here to worry about. So it seems like the next move is definitely this press. And where do you guys think he's going to respond? Because knowing him, I have a weird feeling like he's going to play this diagonal to both respond but also attack the corner. But I would actually be happy about that because it would solidify the corner. So I'm going to just do it. So let's build a moyo, guys. Let's build a moyo. What would you have done?
I don't know.
These exchanges are always a two-way exchange. Like, even though I'm pressing him down, it also solidifies him. So I can't always be too sure that it's good for me. But this feels about right to me. J14.
Probably not knowing him.
Oh, you're expecting him to give up his stone again? I don't think he'll do that this time because he doesn't really have any moyo potential in the area below like L16. So yeah, letting me take here would be too much. B5. B5 actually does help quite a bit, but it's too early right now. It makes more sense to expand this thing first. If black invades here now, I can probably just block this one, and I'm probably going to gain more out here than he gains here. So, but locally speaking, this move is actually quite big in terms of just points. It has potential follow-ups in the corner, like a clamp, and it also pretty much gets the points here. Because next, if black comes in, assuming that there isn't enough space or it's not safe enough to live here, then white could just block on the top. E18. Yeah, exactly. E18 would be really good for me. And then he can't really push and cut because my extend here is going to be Sente. So at the very least, the fight would probably be good for me. I'm sure that he's taking his time to think carefully now because This is a moment where it's important for black to not make mistakes. Apparently A0 is giving you good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an indirect way of voting for cats?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, this actually just goes to like show me even more about his like territorialness, because you know the classic territory strategy, right, is take a bunch of cash and then go and erase everything, right? I feel like that's what he's doing. I'm hoping that if I play G17 that he can't still live inside using the Hane and all the forcing moves. If he could still live there, then that would be pretty annoying for me. Well, in any case, I have time now to attack this thing first. I could actually attach on top if I'm willing to just let him live under and focus on becoming solid with my own groups. But then he does get some points from that, and I don't think I like that. D11. I think I'm kicking here. I think that's natural. I guess I could have actually played a Kosumi, but I like this better. I don't know. All right. He's trying to make his shape flexible, which is fine because I'm becoming more solid too, and then there's less agi in the corner. So I think definitely one of these nobis is going to be correct. If I go here, it prevents him from making sort of like these shapes to live locally. And if I go here, then it focuses more, of course, on the outside. Maybe going down, it seems passive, but maybe going down is actually a good idea here. Because either way, he's probably going to jump here. And this stone being here doesn't really make things that much better for me. So I think, especially because of how he is, like, it seems like he wants to have the potential to even live locally. And I don't really want to give him that, so I'm going to respond here. It's a little bit passive, but it's not like I was expecting to connect under or anything anyways. And it's not like he doesn't still have to run away. So he still has to run away. Yeah. And then I'll play either a jump or a knight's move, and then he'll play a knight's move. Because his cut's going to be already fixed by that stone being there.
Yep, making sure he doesn't have eyes is very passive.
Well, actually, in terms of just points, though, like, normally it's better to extend on the fourth line. Mm-hmm. But then we already have, like, these stones here. And I think, given that he's going to jump on this side, I don't think that this stone over here helps very much.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the choice.
I'm not 100% sure, but, well, I'm about 80% sure that this one's better, I guess. I think this is a special case. I think, and if we're talking about endgame differences, then the points difference between extending here and extending on the fourth line is very big. So this one saves me quite a bit of points. And that seems to be what this game's all about. He loves territory. I love territory.
Everyone loves territory.
As much as I'm trying to play more flexibly and balanced now, my core is never going to change. So he and I are still going to be a similar type of player in at least some sense. It's a good timing for the invade. Maybe it's a good timing for his invasion, but the problem is if he gets Gote and I get to play G17, honestly, I think that my upper left corner is going to be really fat. Like, really fat and juicy, just like the salmon I just ate. Mark,
really?
Slime, anything to say about that?
Really? I'm just speechless.
Come on, man. Atlantic salmon. You can't get better. You can't get any better.
God.
I want salmon. Yeah, you should want salmon. Salmon's good. So, I do think the timing is good for the invasion in the sense that if he waits longer, it becomes kind of impossible once I expand more. But then, honestly, I really suspect about like the G17, like letting me cut off G17 is even bigger than letting me cut off L3. back in the opening, because at least with L3 he had potential left, which he made use of in the lower right corner shenanigans. But once I play G17, I'm not confident that he has any way to use that dead stone.
M3.
Sorry?
M3.
What M3?
You said L3. Letting you cut off L3?
Oh, no, it was M.
Yeah, it's
oh,
M3.
I meant like the move I played to cut off. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Yes, you did hear salmon.
Salmon, yeah. I was saying that, yeah, if G17, if I get time to play G17, then that corner is going to be fat and juicy, just like the salmon that I had for dinner. Do Gila monsters eat? Would a Gila monster eat salmon? Probably not, right?
Well, cats eat salmon. Yeah.
Then he should know what I'm talking about. Cats should know how big that corner is about to be. If he's a true cat, then he wants some of that. I wonder if he's gonna be really hardcore and like try to Tanuki now and go back and fix G17. I wouldn't put that past him. Like, he might try to be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna leave these alone. Try to kill them.
Well, you can, right?
Maybe I have to like get the exact right spot. It's not so easy. But I definitely think black should respond.
He's a Sasquatch?
Sasquatch. First I heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's watching the stream.
Well,
which
it does say...
Sorry?
It does say watching BenKyo.
Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, which of course I don't mind. I think it's good that he's watching. Hey, cats. I'm talking shit. Well, I mean, I wouldn't care one way or the other if he watches, because, like, sure, he'll hear some of my ideas and my opinions, but in the end, this is like more for you guys, in my opinion. Like, this is just fun.
Oh, he's taking this seriously.
Why does it say that I followed myself? That's pretty strange.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just a troll. Oh, mute the stream.
I know, right? He's not trolling. So I do like white's position right now, I must say. I kind of preferred black's, or at least I thought that black was okay before. I think after the lower right corner, I think white was slightly better, even though white's not ahead on territory yet. Actually, no, it might have been even still, because black got a really good result with the walling off on the right side. So maybe those things balanced out. But I thought that B4 was a bit slack, and I think, let's see, what do I think? I think
J2, L2.
Yeah, I think J2 and L2 are definitely not the best. Well, I'm glad he takes it seriously. I take it seriously too. Like, we are just having fun and you know, trying to make sure that I'm interacting with you guys, but it would be my honor if he's playing his best in this game. I'm definitely playing my best as well. And I know that I've also made mistakes so far this game. I think that strategically something about the right side was wrong for me. It's about it so far. Maybe I'm not sure about N5. N5 felt like the right shape and the right instinct for me, but because it's kind of slow and it doesn't get any points, I can't be too sure about it. Other than that, I'm not really sure what my mistakes are. There probably are some, obviously, but that's the extent of my ability. I don't know what the mistakes are.
Ooh, Brefo still likes black.
Yeah, well, that's good. If people still like black, then maybe that means black still has a good shot, which he definitely does. I mean, the onus is still on me for attacking this black group, so, you know, if he's good at managing, like he only has one weak group, so yeah. I feel like I could say with certainty that the J2 was not good, but it doesn't mean that he's behind necessarily yet. Onus, I mean, because you have Google, I feel like you're just trolling.
Oh, really? A0 trolling?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah. Impossible. Ben has a big onus. Pre-post. If black can make c10 weak. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it could happen down the line if I choose to let c10 become weak from tanukiing a lot, but especially with L4 and stuff, I don't, and black being the weak group in the area, I don't think it's going to be weak. Nani? 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 Nandato? and then Slime just kind of slowly backs away, creeping into the corner. Speaking of creeping into the corner, I wonder what black plans to do after I cut G17. I don't think that he can make life with that stone after. Even if he plays the G18 Hane and then plays E18 and makes me connect on the outside, I don't think there's life there. Yep, Bug Kitten, I agree. I think black's invasion is in and of itself, it wasn't really unreasonable locally, but yeah, probably what you mean is like on the whole board, it might be a bit of a big loss for black to let me play G17. So in that sense, it's maybe unreasonable. All right, here he comes. Okay, if I block on the top with D8, he's obviously going to Hane under. And this ends up sort of some good exchanges for black. So maybe I focus on this side. Yeah. I will take my time a little bit here because this is a very, very serious part. And the game might actually be decided by what's happening here right now. So. Bathroom break. He was checking how big his onus is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I went there. Can't sit still. Oh, man. What do I do? If I Hane under... Is he really just... I think I know what he's thinking, actually. I think he wants to give up the stones that just invaded and get a little bit on this lower part, and then do it in Sente and come back to play G17. I think that's exactly what he's thinking. And honestly, that's a pretty good sort of, what do you call it, reversal or change of flow for him, I think. Of course, I would end up with Sente after he fixes, but what am I going to do with my Sente? So, okay, I just got to keep in mind that I don't want him to have time to come back to G17. So how do I respond then? If I block on top, he's going to Hane under, and if he's able to get that exchange and make me respond passively, then he'll probably see it worth just running these out. And then there's even potential for this thing to actually turn into a weak group, at least down the line. Or at least this thing wouldn't get any points, and yeah, so, that's actually okay for me anyway, because like I become more solid, and he still can't live locally, so we still both run out, and then I still cut G17. So it is maybe an option, at least worth thinking about, to just go along with his plan. If I Hane under, and then he responds with maybe this push, then... Yeah, he does stand to make quite a bit here if I let him just push along, because I won't have a connection under. So I would want to maybe Hane, but then my shape starts to go to hell, so... And he can cut me because he has this connection under here. If I descend, it doesn't really do anything to either of his sides, so it's not good. If I go on top, it's probably good because it puts, it puts more pressure on him. And then my follow-up to kill this whole area off, instead of being around here, would just be like way out here somewhere. So, Hane on top maybe is better than Hane under. Yeah, Okay, I've narrowed it down to either this Hane on top or this block on top here.
D10.
Yeah, D10 would be a bit over-concentrated, and it doesn't have a strong enough effect on one side or the other. But it does stop him from connecting under, so you're right about that. So I have 48 minutes left. Considering that this is probably the most important fight of the game, I think I'm okay for time.
Yeah, I expected you to be like at 20 minutes by now.
And keep in mind, I am explaining everything. If I was just thinking in my head quietly, I still would have been kind of slow, but I probably would have had at least another 15 minutes or more. Or so I can tell myself. Keep telling yourself that, Gila monster. I think Hane on top feels about right. So, yeah, and even after that, it seems a little easier for me to Hane too. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, why aren't you thinking about the usual follow-up after a kick?
I don't know. Because it doesn't offer me any connection under, which does have value, even if I don't actually use it. C12. C12, for black here? Well, if he plays something like that, I'm going to play this diagonal, probably. And then I'll have Miai between the diagonal and the push on top, and that would be pretty bad for him, I think. So here, I think I do have to Hane because otherwise he gets too much. And I'm going to try pretty hard to get Sente from this. Even if the result locally, because I'm going to Tenuki, even if I get no points because somehow he resurrects this thing, as long as I get this, I'm going to be pretty happy. So I think I don't have to think. I think I don't have to think very long for this Hane. It's pretty clear that I have to Hane here.
Oh, Marshmallow.
Hey, Marshmallow. Or should I say Marshmallow? Marshmallow. Sounds fancy. So double Hane, I guess, right? But even if I just went along like this, doesn't it feel like I'm building as well? It doesn't, it almost feels like black's trading a dime for a dollar kind of thing. But the double Hane though, it's pretty hard to resist. The downside of the double Hane is that it might be part of black's ploy to get Sente. Like, if black just responds passively, then black would be leaving behind the Atari and another Atari. Or an extend. So maybe he's planning for me to double Hane and get Gote, and then he comes back to G17. Of course, I could let him get that follow-up and just take G17. And then the third option is to extend. Double Hane, black plays C9. No, if black plays C9, I'm going to just connect solid on the start point. And then even if black Hane's here, I can just Atari here. So all he can do is get like a little endgame reduction, which is fine. Hey, Wiccan Wolf. Welcome. Seryu. Yeah, I said hi earlier. Double Hane. Yeah, black can just play c9.
Yeah.
You're late, man. Wiccan Wolf, how dare you come late? God. Terrible. b10. b10. No. b10 is the similar situation to c9 where I can just Atari here, and then if he Atari's there, I just connect, and before he connects this, he would have to connect here, and then I can take. So yeah, there's actually no problem right now with the connection under. The only problem of the double Hane is the fact that I might not have time to fix it.
Then I think you should just think about it.
What do you think? No, actually, hold your answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to start focusing a bit more, but I'll still look at the chat a little bit. Maybe you can take over some of the chat response.
Okay.
Extend. I'm worried. Yeah, I'm worried that if he keeps pushing, he just finishes in Sente. Because he has all this connection stuff. So I think I will double Hane. Even if I'm not planning to save f7, I'm going to double Hane here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think g17 is big enough to get excited about. Of course, he is getting some pretty good territory here himself. But I think it should be good for white because I'm getting both g17 and the Moyo development in the center.
So are you going to Tanuki now?
Oh, I don't want to. I could push again, though, and then it would be hard for him to capture.
Hey, it's Peyton.
Peyton, how's it going? Welcome. So, I think this is still Sente against him. Pretty sure he has to respond to this. Yeah. Let's push again. I guess the center isn't that impressive because when black reduces it, then afterwards black can try to block off the N14 area and he'll end up with a little mini center of his own. Oh, get well soon, Peyton. Being sick sucks. So welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. If you're new to this stream, welcome, and feel free to follow and check out the links in the panels below, YouTube channel and other stuff. So this is Jubango 10 game showdown between me, BenKyo, and CatsPlayGo game 1. So he responded, and there is one more thing I could think about, which is to force him here. But the problem is after he blocks, his push here threatens double Atari, and he still gets to take a stone anyways. And then given that he also might consider ignoring, it doesn't really make sense to play b9. So I don't think that, I think it's a bit too slow of me if I connect this. So, and I think reducing a really wide open center is exactly what he would have fun with. So yeah, I'm not going to, I spent a lot of time thinking already, so I think I'm just going to go chop this off now. Yeah, so at least I have one big corner. Although he has a pretty big territory now in the lower left. I can't underestimate how much he gained from that, actually. He did gain quite a bit, like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. He gained, not far from 20 points from that. And then I still think I gained a lot more, I think, because I gained all the outside and his almost dead group here. And I also gained G17, which by itself is probably worth a whole ton. So Yeah, so of course here I need to do a solid connection. And he's going to do all his endgames, I guess, right away, it seems. Yeah, seems like it. I don't think he would play this now if he wasn't planning to continue. So, sure. The thing about this, though, and it's probably not true, but it's like after he connects here, do I even need to save my stone by taking this? Because I can at least squeeze him from the outside. But yeah, given I have this Atari here and not very many liberties, yeah, I'm definitely gonna respond. But hey, now, albeit kind of small, but this territory is solid now, and now it's worth counting. So let's see. I think this is all perfectly his territory now. So he has 3, 7, 12, 16, 18 plus 9 is 27. Plus 7 is 34, and then this is like 4 points maybe, so it's like 38, 39, and if we call this like 10, then he has 49, and then he has the top, so 4, 7, yeah, so 56, was it 49 that I said?
Yep.
56 plus 6, yeah, 62 plus about 10, so 72. So he has maybe 75 if we want to be cautious with the count. 75 is a lot. I'm actually not confident that I have that much. Let's see. So here, so 2, 6, 9 plus 12 is 30, 21 plus 4, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's call this 40. This one is like 6, so it's like 46. Yo, I'm actually way behind in territory. I do have potential though. And then I do have the potential to capture this. So maybe this is what I'll spend my Gote on soon. I need to play some really hardcore territory moves now to catch up, because this guy obviously is very accustomed to and very good at being simply ahead on cash. It's like, it's kind of going against my Go theory, because it's like a lot of the things that are happening seem good for me, but then when I count, it's still pretty sketchy. 75. If I get these points, then 13, 18, yeah, 24. This was like 40, right? So 64. So I would have over 70 as well. So actually, I'm doing okay too, because I have Komi. And I think I probably shouldn't take the center. You know why? Because if he spends more moves to erase it, he's not getting anything. At least he's not getting much. H14, would I consider H14? H14 is exactly what I am considering. Yeah. But that's only if I want to even bother with this. It could be worth playing because there's still quite a lot of points to be had out here, isn't there? Maybe I would want to force around here first and see if I can get some sort of forcing moves. That way he can't block it off and get this whole area. This at least should be Sente. I don't think anything more than that would be. And it's kind of slow, so he might just let me break in. Okay, probably he wouldn't, but the other thing about this jump is that after he does some shenanigans here, he can aim at pushing and cutting. And what that means is that maybe if I don't play anything here, he can either attach or play some one of these two moves to do it sort of in Sente. So it seems like actually H14 is also defensive, which means I should play it probably. If it were only to take points, I might not play it because his moves around here would just be erasing and not getting. And there's lots of moves on the board where we can both erase and get. But it seems to be defensive actually, so yeah, I think I'll respond a bit. Yeah, I guess. It just feels so over-concentrated, so it pains me to play a move like this. But if you actually count, I am getting like three, at least like multiples of 3 from this. So it's not too bad, I guess. Team Sandbaggers. Okay, I don't think I can Hane because if he pushes, I need to block because of this Agi, and then he can cut. And I know he's definitely gonna run out this stone, so I think I need to extend.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it, but he's gonna keep pushing. And if he is gonna keep pushing, I would have liked to at least Hane, but so I'll respond here, sure.
I mean, what's wrong with him going out after he cuts?
Well, if he pushes enough times and then he plays something like this, then there is actually some points here. So that seems to be Sente. I am feeling good about the game though. And given the amount of time I have left, I think I can avoid big mistakes in the endgame. So it's still very close, but I think I can maybe win this one.
Only Reddit fame? Bread post? Seriously? Reddit fame is... Oh. Yeah, Reddit's life.
Oh, it'll be pretty fun in the future if I can play a game with Haley. I know I'll get trashed, but you know, I've watched like pretty much all her videos, so that'd be interesting. But there's no point right now. Like I'm not. Nobody even knows about me. Like I just started my streaming and stuff a few months ago, so I'm sure that Haley hasn't heard of me yet. So at the very least, I should wait until she knows I exist.
G18 is bigger than J10? Oh.
G18. What? J10. Wait, no. I thought it was K10. J10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a question. Is J18 bigger than J10? Well, J10, the thing with J10 is that J10 is like trying to claim the territory, right? But it's actually still better to just keep expanding how big it might be. So instead of playing J10, we would want to play things along the lines of like K12, something that expands the total potential still.
Alright, he played.
Yeah, okay, so this is really big because now I can't cut him off anymore. But you guys can see that like J2, oh my god, I'm so glad that the coordinates are normal now. Like I'm so used to tie gem where down here is like the 18 line, which is so stupid. So anyway, J2, L2, N2, it all looks pretty slow, right? So I don't need to feel sad about this. And I'm quite alive in the corner, so that's another thing. And you guys might see that black can cut these 2 stones off, right? But these 2 stones are actually quite light now because they're not doing any useful function for me anymore, besides providing a little bit of influence. So there's no reason for me to help these stones. So at this point, I want to be thinking of expanding the center or doing something to his top.
Bread post just said, and then the center is not so big.
Yeah, the center is not so big. But at least if I play in the center, it will at least force black's hand a bit. But before I do that, before I do anything Gote, I want to see what I can do in Sente. So like the question is, first of all, do I have any worthwhile Sentes around here, and will he really respond? The fact that he might not respond is something to be very concerned about. So, well, I don't expect him to play around here actually right now, so I think I'll just not play there. Because I always have moves around here, so. So I think expanding the center, yeah, or doing something with this. So what can I do here? All right, I have 36 minutes left. That's it's not too bad. That's still more than most like beginning games. So I don't think I can outright invade. That's definitely true. But hopefully I can at least get some sort of forcing move out here. Probably just this one, I imagine. This one is definitely Sente. And this makes it so that he at least loses his potential out here. Which, you know, he probably wouldn't be cashing in on that just yet. He'd probably keep playing around here first. But I gotta make sure the timing doesn't get messed up. And then, so let's see. Do I not have anything better? Okay, and I'm not, there's no invasion, right? I gotta make sure that there's no invasion, because that would be horrible Ajikeshi if there was actually still potential to invade. But seems like not, so I'm gonna just force here. I'm expecting a response, for sure. And then I'm going to play maybe around here. K16. K16, K18. Let's see. That's Oh, no. I think trying to attack him around here is like it's too optimistic because he's actually pretty connected, pretty well.
Well, he said attach, not attack.
Oh, okay. Attack. Man, it's hard for me to talk. I can't talk anymore. And I also can't. Hey, do your job.
Okay.
You should. Here, I'm gonna pull this closer.
But I agree. I kind of agree with him. Maybe if you did some forcing moves and then attached somewhere, then you might be able to live in there. But
I don't know.
It's kind of risky.
I mean, the thing is that he's just gonna play whatever variation is available for cutting me off and then killing. Like he has so much support everywhere. I don't. But okay, it's worth counting again because, you know, if there really was potential, then that means that I just sealed my fate, right? So let's see. Really soon, if not now, I can probably get S15. So that was already in my calculations though, so I didn't gain anything from that. I have about 6 points here, I think. Yeah, 6 points. One more capture than him. So 7 plus Komi is about 14. This part is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, darn. 14. 17, 19, plus 8 is 27. Plus 3, 30, 34, 36, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21. Am I like at 60 something right now? Man, I can't focus. I keep losing count. Even though I have 33 minutes left, I'm like somehow stressed that I'm gonna still run out of time. So maybe I should count slower and just be, you know, slow and steady. Okay, so 14. That's 10. So 24, 27, 30, 36, 41. 46, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, and suppose I have like 6 here, so that's like 67. So it's around 70 here, maybe a bit less to be safe, so maybe 68. And then down here I have at least 5 points maybe. So 73. So I have between 70 to 75, and he probably already
Plus Komi?
I already added Komi.
Okay.
Sadly. I think he already had almost 75 before. Slightly less. So I don't think he gained much except for this, so the game should be still close. And because the potential is pretty much all mine, I think white is slightly better here. Yeah. Okay, so if I can get a forcing move around here, it might be the right time, but I'm worried that I simply can't. It would also help with him like starting to cut this, which maybe we can expect soon. Maybe I should play this. It's kind of slow though, but maybe it's reasonable. I don't think there's much else that's big. Nothing here is big. This is probably worth playing very soon, maybe even now. I think he'll respond, especially with his style too. And I think it probably should be responded to. I mean, if he were to get this move here and actually time it in the like such a way where I have to respond for eyes, that would be so horrible for me because this is a privilege for white. Losing out on this would just feel so bad. Yeah, if I expand here, then he can probably just cut and extend here and then try to just run away. I don't know for sure it's safe for him, but I think it is because I have so much weakness around here. So locally, I think the reasonable move is something like this, or maybe even a jump. Probably this jump or this one. Probably this jump would be the good one. What about something like h5 to indirectly protect the cuts? Yeah, exactly. Of course, if he Ataris and extends, then that's actually still Sente against these two stones because of this clamp move, which would send white into this stone and then into here. So this wouldn't be the right shape because after he extends, I still have to make that shape and he can probably get out. So it's probably going to be something closer, but yeah, it might not have to be this more timid one. Maybe it could be something like this. It is annoying though that if I play this, then he might be able to Atari here and then do some annoying moves right around here to bother me. On the other hand, if I play here, then they're not exactly Sente anymore. But it's always nice to play moves that force your opponent. Like if I'm threatening to get something bigger as opposed to smaller, then it kind of forces his hand. So that's nice. Yeah. You gotta be careful the shape. I wouldn't be able to like cap him or anything because this shape is just, yeah. So that means something around here doesn't make sense because he's gonna do that. So what I'm going to do next is either A, B, or like something more like B or B, one of these Bs, or this one. Or C would be around here if I can get even just one force to move, right? It's better than nothing. But I'm taking a big risk by if I do it, because if anything goes wrong, then I just messed up my situation for no reason, because the gain here is relatively subtle if I get him to respond. It's still just going to be a trash stone sitting around here. So it will be helpful, but if this idea causes my game to fall apart, that would be truly sad. So, oh, actually, your move at h5 does have a good idea to it, which is that it actually fully connects up all these white stones together. So in that sense, yeah, it was a pretty good idea. But the problem is he's just going to reduce all my territory. So the question is, will he respond? This isn't actually Sente, so it has to be like all the way over here. I'm going to go without it. I think it's too risky. And he also has eyes around here, so. Leela doesn't like me. I called her out on her one eye. Alright, doing this one. I hope I didn't give black too much on the top.
Well, you did.
Not necessarily. If I win, then maybe I didn't, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't think that I could have done anything there reasonably, because I think black's too strong. And if I did, I probably would have had to connect back in Gote or something like that. It wouldn't have been worth it, I think. But we can look at it after. Okay, so he responded. And that's the end of all the important stuff on the right side. So yeah, now I think I have to play one of these moves.
Well, it's Sente against cats.
It's definitely it's hard for both players to make territory in the center without the other one messing it up. And if I jump into the corner, it's not only reducing, but it's also going to be getting me points as I move more and more in this corner. So it's kind of bigger than it looks. And it's also cats. I know he's going to protect his corner. So, okay. what's the right shape here now? It needs to be perfectly balanced between greed and caution. This doesn't seem like the right shape because after he goes here and extends, he has a move here that's really annoying. And if I have to bamboo in response to his extend, that's pretty good for him. So probably it's this one. But this shape seems better. Name for a Go blog, not exactly Sente. Yeah, that would be a really good Go blog name.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna hold on to that idea unless someone else uses it. It's pretty close, even if okay. So at least we're narrowed down to like one place. I just need to choose which one. And again, I think this is a really critical moment in the game because the game is relatively close. And I do personally prefer white because of white's potential, but it's really hard to judge because sometimes when you're trying to make the center, black will reduce you, and then black actually gets Moyo from his reducing moves. So you gotta be careful about that because that's really bad for the person who's trying to make a Moyo. For example, if you're gonna expand by 20 points with your Moyo moves, but then he plays a bunch of reducing forcing moves to make you block, and then those moves give him 10 points. That means your net gain was like 10 points in Gote, so you gotta be careful about that. It would be interesting if this walling off formation around here just ends up like the superstar of the game that just fixes all of his problems always. Like, for example, if I make center and he reduces and then he gets a Moyo from these stones, then I wouldn't have anything else to say. I mean, these stones would just be godly because they've already done their job quite a bit. So yeah, I don't think that I can just let him play around here first. It's probably bad news for me. Yeah, so which one's the best shape? Honestly, something like this feels by far the most reasonable. I feel like if I play any of these, they're gonna come back to bite me. This is what my experience tells me, and I have played a lot of games of Go. Usually I don't play according to my experience, and then I suffer from it. So yeah, my experience is telling me to play here, and my feeling about the points is telling me to play something more out like around here. Even if I push this, he could still come back and cut later. Okay, Atari, connect, extend, jump, peep, bamboo, block, push, cut, Atari, connect, go here. I have 3 liberties. And he has, let's see, he has this bamboo thing. I have a stone here. I have stones along here and here. So if I push here, he has no liberties there. That means he also has 3. So I would be ahead on liberties, maybe. If I play here, it's probably just not enough points. It's just not expanding enough. I think in any case, though, whether I play here or I play here, he can just play annoying moves around here and I can't do anything about it. And if that's the case, then maybe this one is better. Or maybe none of them. Maybe I really do need to play around here. No, I don't. This weakness is too big. Too big. This is so... Guys, this is probably like one of the last parts of this game that makes me think forever. Because this is a really serious choice here. All right. Doing it.
I agree with the other move.
The other move, okay. I'm worried about the points. Because with
Yeah.
that count, I had only just like low 70s or something.
Because with this move, you can't aggress on any invasion things or reductions.
Well, I'm not expecting much against the center, but if I can claim some of it in Sente, even if it gets reduced, or at least I can, I don't know. I don't know. It's Piero. You are correct. So, Mark, I mean, Slime.
Well,
yeah,
whatever.
A0 already gave you away.
Yeah.
But Slime is good. Slime is good. It suits your Go style.
Weak.
No. Just slimy. Just slimy.
Just explodes when dead.
Leela's move was J3.
J3.
That's pretty. No, that's actually pretty weird to me. I don't really like J3. I'm reading it. I don't really like it. Yeah. I think I could have done something around there, I guess. Well, while he's thinking, I'm going to count a little more. Hey, maybe if I'm lucky, I can get S10. If I get S10 as well, or maybe even S9, depending on the outside, then that helps a bit. Okay. So he's doing exactly what I was saying, which you got to be careful of. Like, if I just block off the center, there's a chance that the center points that he gets would just be, like, too much. So I'm going to count as though that has been done. So I'm going to count after I played this. He pushes, I go, and then let's say he blocks here. I'm going to try to count that. So let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 58 only. And this is like 5, so 63. If I do get this one, then 78. 77.5 is about what I would have. Not that impressive. Now he blocks off here, and then I reduce it a bit. $24 maybe. Wait, really? 24? $50, maybe like 52, and then all this. Wow, does that mean I'm like way behind? What?
Well, if you give him the center.
He would have probably 80 something, so yeah, I need to play out here somewhere. You know, now it really does seem better here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because he can play like annoying stuff. Yeah, it looks like I have to do things. Well, before I attack, maybe I can force around here. Or maybe I'll wait on that one. M8. Probably I have to play either M8 or N8.
Mate.
Mate. Yeah, I need to mate with him apparently. he attaches. All right, I'm gonna just go with this one because that's my feeling. That sucks. Now I have no idea what the score is gonna be. If I just count the sure territory, and I should probably just come up with this number and stop counting it again. So 3, 7, and that's like 16 minus 1 is 15, so 22. It's only 22, really? 12, 30, 40, 15. Yeah, 22, 27, 32, 36, 40, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I probably have like 50. It's gonna like write myself a little note because I'm like, maybe I'm nervous or something, and I keep forgetting to count. 50 basically is my relatively sure territory, and then this part would be like 7, and then another 7 or 8, 15, 65, 70. I have around 70, like nothing more actually. In terms of without my extra potential, I have about 70. Now what does he have? I think it's more. Let's see. 3, 7, 12, 18, plus 9 is 27, 30, 34, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, maybe 43. $52. Yeah, I'm actually behind. Dang. I think I'm just objectively behind. Of course, I do have potential, and he mostly doesn't, so I could still be wrong a bit, but black's at least not bad, it seems. Well, yeah, he did go pretty close, which means that maybe he is a bit wary about the points. So that's a good sign for me, I guess. But another reason he would go close, though, is because he's planning to exploit some weaknesses. So yeah, there's good and bad there, from my perspective. How do you feel about this slime? Do you prefer black?
Well, yeah, of course.
Unwavering loyalty. Kat, you should hire this guy. He can be your backup in case.
No, he has Triton.
I was gonna say he could be your backup in case Triton gets into a bad cat fight.
Cat's played.
I know. Just looking at that emoticon, that emote, I mean. Yeah, so he's doing stuff. Stuff is being done. Well, I'm glad we have 10 games to play because there isn't a single excuse I can make about this game, and if I lose, then that's it. Then I lost. No time factor. So let's see. Yeah, he's jumping.
No, the cut is it's just a probe.
Well, it's not really a probe because a probe is when you don't know which way they're going to respond.
Oh, you're
But
right.
this is a forcing move that'll always be responded with the connect, so it's not exactly a probe. But it's good timing for him because if he had have waited and I block my Moyo, then later when he Ataris, there's a chance that it gets either ignored or squeezed or something, so it's kind of good timing, I think. Maybe he could wait a bit longer, but yeah. I don't think he'll ever Atari the other side, so I think it's okay. I could peep here, but then it doesn't really do much. I still have to play more moves to block off the territory. And I do have to make sure that I'm prepared for him trying to cut me around here.
Or you can attack him very heavily.
Well, I think I need to play this peep. And then jump? That could be a thing. Maybe if I peep and then jump, he won't have the balls to move in this way, and he'll just move this way.
I don't know. Bat would definitely disagree. Cause
With what?
He'll aggress very heavily.
Yeah, I can tell that Dwyron is pretty aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Although he did say so himself that he was deliberately planning to play aggressive against Haley. But I think from what I've seen, he still is a bit on the aggressive side, especially obviously when he's not playing the basics videos. Basics games. Am I worried about this type of cutting? I don't think so. Maybe it's a good time for me to force here. I think he'll respond now because even territory alone, there's some points to lose there.
Oh, you didn't do the Lilo move.
I don't like. Oh, well, the thing is, it's not. The situation has changed, so the Lilo move isn't necessarily the best anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, how strong is Leela, anyways? If we're talking about Royal Leela or something, whatever, then I guess it's pretty strong.
Depends on Veggieland's GPU.
So I think a bunch of you guys are following me. Thanks for the follows. And welcome. So yeah, for those of you who are new, or who just joined the stream anyway, came late. So this is match 1 of my 10-game Jubongo series against CatsPlayGo, which means it's like a 10-game showdown. First game, and I am joined by my friend Slime, a 2 to 3 dan slime player who plays Go.
Yeah.
And is a slime.
So Veggieland's computer is pretty good apparently.
Okay, so yeah, he's countering. If I Hane, he's going to probably, no, he's going to definitely cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to Atari up and connect, but then he would just kill everything. So it seems like I have to draw back here. And yeah, I really hope I don't get Go. You know what? I'm gonna leave it for now because I'm actually pretty worried that I'm gonna get Gote there. Like if he has a connection with this group to the center, that means he might be able to let me play H2. And I'm just or maybe with this stone coming closer, I'm starting to lose my attack on these 2 stones. So actually, yeah, it's time for me to finish my attack. I want to peep here. I wonder if he's gonna try to resist.
A million simulations per move? Holy crap.
I'm not ready to have Gote, so I'm going to play over here now.
It's pretty fast. I don't know what you're talking about, Veggieland.
I'm looking at the desperate comment. I'm trying to figure out when that was said. I'm guessing he's talking about white.
No, basically,
the invasion.
Creekers said that the F8 cut seemed kind of desperate.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you kind of, what's the word? You kind of explained it.
Yeah, there's no reason for him not to cut there, I guess. Yeah. I think that timing was fine for him. I wonder if, like, okay, obviously...
It's only been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Ben game.
It has been 2 hours, yeah. Wow. Makes sense because I'm already down to 15 minutes. That means I've used an hour 15 and he's used 45 minutes. So he's used a whole half hour less than me. But that don't forget, I'm the one on stream talking and stuff. So if you take that into account, it's actually a surprisingly like I would probably still be behind on him by time on time by at least 10 minutes or more. But that's basically just like all my Taijin games. So yeah. But I don't think I would have been behind by like 20 or 25 minutes. That's actually an interesting idea. I'm not sure if this is what you meant, Seryu, but maybe Cats should be the one to stream the next game. And then we can take turns. Plus, I don't want to hog, you know, the awesome event, right, guys? It would also be pretty cool if we could maybe like get someone really strong to comment our game for us.
Yeah.
That would be pretty epic, actually. I'm gonna look into that and see if we can get that for next week. At the very least, maybe not for next week, if it's too short notice, but for future Jubango games, including the ones in this 10-game match. Network says K9 is the only move. Well, I think Kat is definitely thinking about countering my peep with a push on the bottom or on the top. Cats are awesome. Yeah. Baduk Bum.
Baduk
I consider
said you and Cats are awesome. Are cool.
Oh, what? Okay. Damn. You need to relay the messages for me. Thanks, Baduk Bum.
Well, the thing is, Triton's got that deep, sexy voice.
He sounds like Oliver Bonacini. He sounds like the MasterChef Canada guy. You know, I'm still gonna say cats are cool though.
Yeah.
Just to save myself there. I think the timing of my H3 was actually pretty bad because it affects the center fight. Triton is on top. But yeah, I am. Wait, who is he talking to? Who's A0 talking to?
Probably you. It doesn't matter though.
Okay, no, it doesn't make sense if he's talking to me.
Oh, maybe you should get A0 to comment the game next time. Oh, dear God.
Remind me to kill you with fire after the stream. I'm like, what? How do you kill a slime? Oh, probably fire.
Just poke it.
Those oily bastards.
Peyton, it's under discussion.
Paul Bear, what? Triton and slime commentary. Well, if we got Triton, then it would have to be either on Cat's stream or on Skype or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I need to respond to this thing for sure. I think I can go up because if he like Hane's along here, I can double connect with this Tiger's Mouth. Although then he pushes and peeps and pushes here, and that's not so great. So maybe I wouldn't do my little double connect thing. But if I back off, like, come on, that's all I can say to it is just come on. So I think I can go here. I think I'm gonna risk it. I could go here, but then he's just gonna Hane here and like have a blast. So I think this is what I have to play. For points and for just not playing a terrible move.
I don't know. Triton's definitely stronger than I am, and I think Cats is stronger than Ben.
We'll see about that. We will see about that. It's possible. I mean, of course it's possible. He might be stronger than me. But I honestly, I feel very strongly about some of the black moves though. Like,
Yeah, some of his moves are so weird. God.
well, it's possible he's stronger. It's also possible that he's a good matchup against me. Like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. Honey. I guess I'll honey him back, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Is he doing this just to connect in Sente so that he can like push here or something? No, I think he's just going to extend actually. So, okay, I'll oblige. You know what? No matter who wins this game though, this is quite fun. And I think the game has been relatively even for the whole way. So that makes it all the sweeter regardless of who wins. You know, pushing each other to the limit. But damn, my timing with H3 was not the best. Luckily, I'm not really suffering from it. But okay, so now that he responded, although he can cut this, he can't really cut over here. So I don't think it matters right now if he cuts this one stone off. So I think I have time to just defend my Moyo now, or maybe do this one first. The latter being probably way better.
Shouldn't you count?
Shouldn't I count? No, I'm not going to count right now. I think I counted a whole ton recently. And I have, oh god, I have 13 minutes left. Yeah, no count, no count. Can I do this though? Can I do this? I want to do this. I think I can do this. Yeah. I do have 1 minute Byoyomis, but come on, it's me. Okay, I will say though, when I play like regular games on Taijam off stream, I usually never like lose on time or have any problem like that. But it's really somehow it's quite different when I'm on stream because it's not just the commenting, it's like everything feels more serious. And then I'm extra cautious when I play.
Games with no main time.
You don't like him as a person, Bug Kitten? Dwyrin. 20k as a person. Oh god. Oh god. Savage. A little try. Yeah, savage people are fun. Well, maybe she knows him in real life or something. I can't remember why I have Bug Kitten blocked. Alright, so if he responds at H2, I'm probably playing J10. Yes, okay. Good cat, good cat. Pat, pat. So that was just, you know, a little subtle exchange. And now I think blocking my center is the best, right? 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 Right.
No, killing something is the best.
Killing something is always the best, but we can't always kill everything like you, savage. Okay, so even though this went for, a lot better for me than I expected because I ended up getting both. I ended up blocking my center and reducing his center. But I think black is probably still at least not bad per se because I already thought that I was like slightly bad before, like just slightly. But now that I'm getting my way, I think white should be maybe okay. I'm not going to count right now. Yeah, I don't think black really got anything. There could be a really big weakness that I'm not thinking about that I'm missing in my own shape. Maybe I'm missing something. Or maybe he knew what the score was. So this was his aim. Maybe his only aim was just to get out safely. I think he could have done better, but maybe like his sense of the score affecting his like how cautious he's playing is making him play like not the optimal way. Porcini. Black 80.4%. No, don't say
No,
that.
it went down.
What do you mean it went down? It used to be higher?
It used to be 88.
That's very surprising for this board. But it is late in the game, so even if he's only ahead by like 2 points, that could explain that. Alright, this does seem to be Sente, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of sad that I didn't get time to play here, but there's no way that he would have responded, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Was it Sente though?
I
I mean, you do get your second eye if you throw in after he monkey jumps.
Will he monkey jump?
Maybe not. Oh wait, if he just knights jumped.
Maybe that wasn't Sente, but I put faith in him. I put faith in him
Okay.
that's Sente. That's a bad thing to do, but I'm trying to keep my time up a bit. Although I guess we're in the end game now, so I can just relax a bit more. Yeah. Mankey Jamp. Yeah, I would be surprised if Black's ahead like a huge amount. Yeah. But I wouldn't be that surprised if Black's actually ahead. No, I wouldn't be surprised at all, I mean. But what I'm surprised about is that I don't feel that I made any really obvious big mistakes. So there's nothing I can really say. Yeah. If I lose, I just gotta get someone strong to review it. Yeah, we are down to the wire now, a little bit. I'm expecting Black to play maybe something like J10. Of course, if he plays J10, he does have to like think about what happens if I push through.
If
and
he
then
plays
target.
J10?
J10.
You're
Oh,
still-
J11. I mean J11. So maybe he can't play J11. But yeah, in that case, maybe he plays nothing there.
Oh, things. Yes, things. Yeah, I agree, Kill Gibbard. Maybe H14 was a little weird,
H14.
but no, that's me saying. Like, when you're like, oh, if it only makes points, then it's pretty bad, but if it defends, well, it didn't really defend too much, did it?
It defended in the sense that if he plays around there,
Yeah.
it's actually Sente, because if he does the Hane and connect stuff,
Yep.
and then he pushes out and cuts, then I have some problems.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has a stone right around here to prepare for that stuff up here, then that would be lethal on me. So you can think of this move as a reverse Sente actually, or a double. No, not a double Sente.
Yeah,
just
the reverse Sente still isn't that big.
I guess it's a lot of points here though.
Yeah.
It is like over concentrated, but like this is a massive territory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I definitely made some mistakes that I'm just simply not clear on enough. We need to get someone really strong to review this, like minimum Taijam 9 Dan. Minimum, like they need to be. Probably what would be better is like a pro or equivalent,
Or Yongusei.
like someone roughly as strong as a non-elite pro. So this extends actually pretty annoying because if he pushes, then he can actually, because of this extra push here too, he can actually Hane there. And then after that, he might even be able to push in and have a ladder. So actually, it's very sad for me, but this seems to be Sente for him. Very sad indeed. Yeah. So.
Veggieland, just pay a pro. Easy.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to pay if I can help it, because
Yeah.
that's not really helping my situation too much. Unless we got like some donations or sponsorship. Wink, 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 wink. Well, there is a tip jar button below. If anyone wanted to contribute to some type of special event.
Yeah, get Ryan on stream.
Also, yeah, in addition to my teaching website, which you guys can see right below the 2 player boxes, there's also a Patreon. So you guys might want to, if you're interested in lessons at all, you might want to check out the Patreon, because some of those tiers for the being a patron offers lessons as well as a whole bunch of other stuff in a big package. So yeah. And, you know, follow me on Twitter. All that stuff's below. Follow my YouTube channel if you're interested. So yeah, he extended, and I have 8 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to play a local response, because I just lose all these points otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else too urgent. I think we're very clearly in the
Endgame.
Oyose right now. Yeah, the big endgame, or the early endgame. So when he cuts here, it's gonna be
Smash
pretty
that
big
like
soon.
button.
Smash that like button. Yeah. Is there a like button? Well, there is a share button.
There's a report button.
There's a report BenKyo button. So one of these 2 moves, I guess. What I don't like about this one is that he can just Hane here once and then Tanuki, and it somewhat blocks this area a little bit. This one, they're pretty similar, honestly, but this one,
It just feels good.
it kind of, they're very similar. It's very hard to choose this. I guess this one. Yeah, I think this one's a little better.
Report boasts about his big onus.
Big onus. I'm worried about him cutting here, actually, because this seems pretty like large. Just like my onus. Hello guys, BenKyo here with another stream against 2 cats. If you want to see more of this stuff, feel free to follow and subscribe.
Actually, that's not too bad. It's better than your spiel just now.
Yeah. I'm not good at the spiels. You need to teach me those slime skills. Alright, so anyway, I think I've paused long enough here. Actually, one more thing. Can I jump here? Is this Sente at all? Is this Sente at all?
Well, Ben always streams on Wednesdays at
Yes.
7.
I do indeed.
He's got a schedule thing.
I do have a schedule thingy. Yes. But I heard those things are useful, so it's good. It's good. Well, I think I have to play here. Online dance session. Oh, 5 minutes left.
Payne, did you clip the bat's reaction? No, Bats. He's like, who plugged this game during Bat's stream? Or, yeah.
Yeah, I always stream Wednesdays at 7. The thing is, you can't really dodge all of Bat's streams because he streams like constantly, right? So actually, originally I think
Not appropriate to the kiddies. For the kiddies.
what's not appropriate? Oh, unpleased. I see.
No, the clip of Bat being unpleased.
He's unpleased about my stream.
Oh, yeah. Because you did it during his stream.
I mean, I've been doing it during his stream for many weeks now. If he was bothered, then he can contact me. I don't know.
Yeah, tell him to send Ben an angry message.
But there's nothing else I can do. If I start at 9, I don't have time for anything.
Yeah.
I originally started at 9, but then it's like, if I start at 9, then I stream for like an hour or two if I'm trying to be reasonable with my schedule. So it's not long enough. It's bad enough I'm only streaming 1 day a week right now. Thanks for the follows. Letters and Reddit posts. Oh man.
He's gonna cut.
Everyone thinks Black's ahead. Maybe I really am gonna lose again.
He's gonna cut you.
Cut me? Oh, this?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it's the biggest. I think double honey here might be bigger. Well, except that this stone's here, so maybe not. Oh, he's just peeping. That actually might be better than the cut because the cut finishes in Gote.
And now you get an ugly shape.
Yeah, if I want to really fix, I have to empty triangle here. Otherwise, I can extend down and let him cut, and then he ends up getting more territory this time. Unfortunate. Well, I definitely think Cats is playing quite well. I don't know if he always plays at this level, but he's playing quite well. I could play here. If he cuts me... No, it's not like I have a ladder. Darn. He's trying to get the style points by making me play this. So greedy. Much greedy. Oh, man. This is not easy. He's gonna get a bunch of points in Sente with all these peeps everywhere. He's gonna make these points. I do have a bit of main time left, so I'm gonna count. I think we counted this already. Wasn't it like 50? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 61 or 62 right now. So I'll say it's 62 to be a bit optimistic. 67, 7, 60, 74. Komi is 80 and a half, so 81 and a half. So I have like 81 and a half. He has what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 8. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 42.
Yeah, but Breadpost, you're always here.
I think I'm behind by around like 2 to 3.5 right now. He does get Sente at the end too though, so that makes it a bit worse.
Mm-hmm.
How do I deal with this? If I play here, at least I can force him to go through with the cuts. I really don't want to just block. I don't think I have time for that. But I have to respond because if he Hanes and cuts, he probably kills everything. Yeah. Do I have some sort of counter? If I attach here, and then when he Hanes, I block here. And then when he tries to cut, he gets laddered. I wonder if this could be a Tsuji. But if he just Nobis, then I have to... Oh, I better make sure I have some sound actually for the countdown. So this Nobi extend, he can still cut. Push again, no, just cut. And then I can Hane though and squeeze him. That would actually be pretty good. I wonder if this is Tsuji right now. If he Hanes, maybe he'll Hane and then cut. Well, if he Hanes, then I go here and he goes here. Oh, that's not working too well for me actually. His Hane makes me in trouble actually. Darn. I almost have Tsuji with this, but then his Hane here destroys me. Am I in my Byoyomi yet? Maybe not.
No.
Okay. That Hane. It's always that Hane. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's worth it to let him cut me off because this is like. But then if I don't let him cut me off, I have these cuts to look forward to, or forcing against them. So it seems like I need to save the points. But then he's gonna go here for sure. This is tough, man. This is really tough.
What's wrong with N8? It looks ugly. And then he gets the peep.
Well, he also gets to peep me twice, probably, and then gets Sente again as well. So, yeah, Brandon still
You're in
has...
your Byoyomi.
I know. I'm going to use up 1 Byoyomi for this, because this is really important. Ah, man, I think I'm going to lose this game. I don't know how to deal with this move. It's a very, very good move. Very, very good. I don't know. I just don't want to suffer the fate that I get from that empty triangle. It's too horrible.
Yeah.
Well, if I can ignore the second peep, then he won't do the second peep, and that means it's still painful. J12.
Well, they're both painful. Because if Ben doesn't play J12, it, like, black breaks in.
I think in any case, I'm screwed. Like, it's just a bad
Yeah.
Miai for me. Yeah, exactly. If I was planning to ignore that other peep, then N8 wouldn't be good, because black would be able to try all kinds of things after that, and it would be very dangerous for me. Man, this is rough.
What, is Cats too good?
This game, he is, for sure. Well, if I lose, he is. I still have hope. I mean, I did get a good result in the center earlier, so that should still stand. It's just that in terms of points, I'm still counting him up by at least 2.5. Or at least 1.5, like at minimum, 1.5. I do have potential, like in the bottom center, you can see that although I have almost nothing, there's still potential for like bits of ones and twos of points, ones and twos of points. No, but like I can get little bits of points in the lower center. It's just literally like little bits. It's not much. Cat's taking the lead. That's new.
Well, here's the thing, Creakers. He's not streaming.
No, well the thing is, he was actually already ahead. That's the thing. I don't think he took the lead. I think he actually may have lost a bit. Because now, right, according to my count, he's only up by like a marginal amount. But I think earlier it was bigger. I think the problem is he didn't get enough in the center. Like, even though he can cut me now, but he has to do it in Gote, and then there's other moves of like similar value, so. But I don't think he's playing a bad endgame. It's just yeah, I don't know.
Damn it, Ben, blame the stream. Come on.
I mean, I can't really blame the stream when I have an hour and a half main time.
Do it anyways.
I blame the slime. Cat is playing slack moves if he has a head, due to his own words. Yeah, I've heard him say that before too. But that's a pretty normal habit. And because he has so much time on the clock, he's probably doing a lot of thinking now. A lot of counting and a lot of thinking. He's definitely in the, I don't know, what do you call it? The power seat. Like, he has a slight lead. He has all the time he needs on the clock. So now he can just, you know, push his endgame to its limits and just make sure he wins.
Mm-hmm.
White does have like little bits of potential that they can get that could erase the margin, but then black also has some potential in the top middle, so yeah. I should use this time to maybe count again. Usually I count in my head, so I don't know why I was counting out loud all game, just because of you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should wash dishes.
Do not. Yeah, so I counted again, and I'm still counting the game as like just a marginal lead for black, like very small. L. Yeah, just call Leela L. Death Note reference. A0, you are a sitcom. Yeah. There's some points that you can't really count because they're just ambiguous potentials, but I count black something like +3 as well, Peyton. Like 2.5, you know, things like this. Actually, when I counted, I already took into account black cutting. So I don't think black's hitting 90. Slimes need their Coke.
You want one?
I'm good.
Okay.
We're good.
I
Alright.
guess I'm offering you your own Coke.
Alright, gotta get into the focus mode here. He's gonna cut and then go there and then go there. Or cut and then I go here, he goes there and then there. So it means I need to like extend or something. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't hear Leela, or I mean the countdown. Leela. See if I can do something about that. Sadly, I didn't think through all of the things here. I think black's just gonna squeeze this and then, yeah. He's probably gonna play here now. Yeah. Luckily he can't capture these 2 stones. If he could, then it would probably be game over. Because he could also just do it later. Get my endgame on. My endgame is on. I don't think I'm playing too badly with the endgame. The problem is, like, when he plays something like this attachment, I don't have that much time to really think it fully through, but in order to get this squeeze, he did give me this this exchange here, so it shouldn't be too bad for me. But he is at least getting rid of my potential around here, however little it may have been, but yeah. Everything's okay still. I will drink my water for the first time in the stream. You're drinking so silently.
What? No, Eric, you're supposed to say 9 Dan.
No, you should say you're 9 slime. 9 slime. Or like 20 Dan. Alright, he finally cut. So, yeah, I should think about this one, but probably I'm pushing here. It's quite a big cut though, so it's kind of unfortunate, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Cut him back.
Cut what? This is hard. Difficult game. I know I have hope though. It's pretty close, I think. I think this is like probably all I can do. I guess leaving it alone is another option. Because in the future, I might want this one in Gote. But this one is Sente, and yeah. He has to play here, and then I can push again. I could force here, but that would erase the potential of maybe in the future wanting to Atari here and then like do some shenanigans. And if he goes here, then I just go here, and it's not really a bad exchange for me. So I think I can just leave it. I'll push once again and see his response. Yo, the joke on Twitch is 25p. The world's smallest ladder breaker. Yeah, I'm gonna play T16 soon. It's just it wasn't urgent enough before. If black plays here, it's Sente for him, and if I play here, it means it's reverse Sente. So this might be worth playing quite soon. But first, I'm gonna jump here. This is so big now. So I'm not exchanging, just in case something messy happens in this area, I'm not exchanging T16 first because that actually makes him solid in the corner. So just in the off chance that something crazy happens here, I don't want him to be solid in the corner. But as soon as I know he's solid here, I'll go and get that at long last. And then I'm starting to look at this capture, and this is going to be big for its reverse Sente value. That's interesting. Why is he pushing there? Why is this timing essential? I don't understand why he's doing these pushes right now. This is like, what? I mean, I guess it has something to do with my jump here. This one I don't understand, but this one I can understand how it might change how my peep's gonna work. So
Probably he just doesn't want to lose the Sente.
But that doesn't make sense because for me it's only 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm gonna play it now. I wonder, yeah. Well, I think at least he probably has to do something around here, otherwise, well, I actually don't think I can do anything much, but it doesn't mean that it's not big for him to play around here. Yeah, we're really running out of big places now. Wait, don't ask what? Let's see. Paid big, you've got me as long as you're not a Dan. Don't ask what? Maybe.
Played.
Yeah, I know. Wow, he played it. He is such a territory beast. The thing is, though, if I have a stone here, like if I'm defending against this, then that means I can actually clamp here later. So I didn't really lose much from him doing that. But first, can I do something around here? Because that would be glorious. The reason I didn't play T16 earlier is because I don't think that black should have played it yet. Like, so he got a 3-point reverse sente there. So it's like it's pretty big, but he loses points when I respond here anyways. Because I get to clamp at S9 now. And also there was the risk of me playing around here and not responding. But yeah, maybe I waited too long. Maybe. 6-point reverse sente is pretty big after all. No, 3-point reverse sente. Yeah, which means it's like a 6-point gote. Okay, so if he cuts this, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 points. Pretty big. Can I do anything around here? I really want to be able to do something around here. I think all I can do is this, honestly. I think that's all I can do. If I attach, he pushes and cuts. And I don't really have a sequence after that that works for me, I think. I'm gonna let this BenKyo go because I want to think about something. Attach, cut, Atari, extend, connect, block, push and cut, and then I run out of liberties, right? Yeah, sadly, I think I can only do this one.
Oh, no.
Num num num.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's my turn. So I have this, but it's probably not big enough yet. I need to connect this, I think.
The connect doesn't work, does it?
What connects?
This connect.
What's wrong with this connect?
Could you disconnect?
But I have everything, I have all these white to connect to. Like if he wedges, I Atari and then I connect.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have these two directions. You mean he's going to take the 2 stones?
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably too small at this
Alright.
moment. Keeping me. I don't think he can capture things here. I think he's just playing this out to make sure I have like 0 points in the area. So if I go here and he cuts, I can double Atari and then capture this, but then I would have no points here anyway and he would get to Atari and then do that. Although this is my sente. So maybe this is good. Yeah, I probably can block here, and this is better for points too. Yes. Am I ever gonna want to Atari this stuff and go down? Probably not. Oh wait. Did I just let him capture something really big?
Yep.
Oh, he responded.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was so scary and bad. I was thinking because this Atari does lose me something. Later, if I could Atari on this side, like if I already had stones around here somewhere, then I could Atari here and peep here and then connect here and get some kind of a Liberty race. But yeah, no, I don't think that's anything. So
Maybe he was playing safe, not wanting to get the other stones killed.
I don't know. I think I'm starting to go on tilt
Mm-hmm.
because I have a feeling that I lost. Oh yeah, that's true actually. If he goes here and I push and I Atari, that's also Atari on his stone. I forgot about that. Wait, no, it's not because I don't have a stone here. The audience is tricking me, man. The audience is seriously tricking me. He goes here, I go and I take, and he Ataris. No, I'm dead. I'm just dead. He should have just killed me. He should have given up this probably. So in response to that, I probably would want to take.
Yarp.
Yerp. Or ignore. But then I have to be sure about my eyes. And there isn't much else to play anyway, so this take might just be big.
Mm-hmm.
So I think... yeah. I don't think P2 is even that big, so... the take is like probably at least as big as B2 was. Or P2. He took back, but like, isn't this Gote for him? I seem... oh, because he can actually take all my eyes away, I see. Because he can do this cutting and make me connect up this thing. And then he can peep here and then peep here and then kill everything. So that means I should probably respond with something like this or this. Maybe this one, yeah. It's a few points at least. Sure. Let's be safe and get a couple of points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he gained from that. Like, P2 was like maybe 2 points for him and -2 for me or something like that. But then when I captured those stones, it also gave me some more points inside that I don't have to fill in later. And then I finished off with P5, so I don't think he really gained from that. Yeah. No, I didn't forget S9. I just don't have time yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting on this move. I really want to play it. But he's probably going to fix it now. Yeah, I just made sense of that.
Yeah.
And now you're counting. Oh, you're getting so strong.
Wait, didn't you guys just become rivals like 2 minutes ago?
Who?
It's Piero and Hayden.
Wait, he defended like that?
Now, don't judge.
But he could have what?
I said don't judge.
I mean, why didn't he put it at R10 or something? Or simply T10. That's strange. Is he that ahead? Can he really afford to play like that?
I don't know. Payne counted black +8.
Also, why am I still not hearing the countdown voice? That's pretty annoying.
10,
There we go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
So I'll reduce it a bit there. So I think this is Sente. Yeah. And I don't have anything left over here. So is this Sente?
Well, yeah.
Not exactly, because this one can always run around and connect to things, but hopefully he'll respond to it. There's things here, but I could kind of do those anytime. And then there was something else I thought I was looking at. Maybe not. Okay. So let's do this one. Gotta hand it to my roommate on the overlay improvement though. I quite like it. It's infinitely better than what I had going. Am I right? Am I right? I mean, I know some of you liked that weird inverted colors Hikaru contemplating. It's pretty funny actually because it looked like he was like he just played a fatal mistake and he's in shock. It was pretty funny, but yeah, this one's definitely better. Okay, so this push, if this black never connects to the other side, then this push instead of 1 point is actually worth 2. And it's a bit early. I don't like to play moves like this until they're almost late. But yeah, I'll do it just in case. And then moves around here might honestly start to become big because of like the follow-ups and potential to get 1 point. And take away a point maybe. And we're really running out of interesting plays. Like I have some 1 point Sentes around here, but they're kind of arbitrary towards each other. Maybe I can get a response with this one. Man, we're really in the small endgame now. This is kind of exciting. I know I probably lost, but it's kind of exciting. And I think it should be close enough that that like any bad endgame moves could easily turn this around. Maybe playing around here is becoming important. No, I'm not going to play there yet. I'm going to play this ugly looking move.
Yeah. So it's Piro really likes anime.
Less. Piero likes the anime with a passion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I'm pretty calculating when it comes to these endgame things. So it's all about timing. Like, it's true that it'll be big for him because playing my Sente before me means that he's playing a 1 point reverse Sente, which is kind of like playing a 2 point Gote. But then that means if there's a 3 point Gote on the board, then it's still bad for him. So, you know, it all depends on what's around. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much left, so I'll just play it. I don't have a Liberty shortage or anything, so it should be okay. And there's no shenanigans around here. Yeah, okay. I think now I have to play around here somewhere. Do I play here or do I play around there? It really feels like really nebulous and pointless around here, but there isn't much else.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I just want to see what he plays. I'm sure he'll just Atari.
Mm-hmm.
But the game's like literally about to finish almost, so I just want to make sure that I play the right spot. I think I have plenty of time left even with just 3 Byoyomis though. And sorry Cats if that weird forcing move seemed like somehow disrespectful or something, but
No, it's a time Suji.
yeah, I trust that he doesn't think that way. This move is kind of okay. Alright, I'm choosing this one. Ooh. He's trying to fight back, is he? So if I ignore, instead of pushing, he can actually peep here, like, and connect up over there. So I need to be careful with how I respond. And if I go here, then he can force here and then force again here. And I really end up with nothing. Of course, I can think about doing this first. But no, I don't think there's much point in doing that. Maybe I do have to just respond. Probably do. That means it's a good move. That's cheating. Yeah, I don't know. He's really not making a whole lot of like. He's playing quite well, I think. Like, I expected this peep to have something wrong with it, but it's kind of. If this is the move I had to play, then it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, you expected him to be trash.
I just expected a higher frequency of mistakes. That's all.
That's the same thing.
I mean, I didn't expect him to be like slime level trash, but.
Well, if you did, that'd be pretty bad.
Some epic things apparently are happening in Overlord. Okay, gotta connect. N16 first, then protect the cut. Let's see, N16.
That's a long time ago.
No, the problem with N16 is that when he comes back and plays this move he just played at M16, I still have to play this response, and then he's just going to capture my move at N16 from earlier. Does that make sense? Like, if he captures my stone at N16, it's better if N16 was never played. Because he gets a slightly better shape.
No, it was a long time ago.
No, I know what he's talking about, I think. He means like in response to the peep, or even earlier than that?
No, earlier than that, when you had the chance.
Oh.
But
I know that he always has...
It's basically 1 point.
But it's worse. It's worse than 1 point because he always has this forcing move. And it would never be a good exchange for white to Hane wedge in here, but then not respond.
It's before M16 was played.
No, but he can always play M16. Even before this peep, M16 was Sente.
Yeah.
Because it was still going to have a cut, so... yeah. I think I know what he was talking about. If you play M13 at L13... Alright, so... he can get a 1 point Sente if I ignore, and this also gives him potential to get like a point over here. So it's less than a 2 point Sente for him, but more than a 1 point Sente, because we're not sure about the point that comes here. So it's probably worth me responding since it's a more than 1 point Sente. at this stage. At this stage of the game. But maybe first I can play this. No, I can't. Because he'll just come back here and play this. So I'm going to do this. Okay, my voice is finally starting to go. That's what I was gonna do next. He knows that he has, but like if I play here and make him block, he understands that there's potential for him to have to put another move inside later, depending on this connection down here. So he does understand the endgame.
Well, play your CMTs.
So there's nothing happening really around here or down here. There's 1 point for me here. There's 1 point around here, which could become more than 1 point depending on this part, but this part doesn't seem that interesting. This one might be okay, because if he goes here, he gets some points there.
9, 8, 7, 6,
I don't really know what's big now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's 2 points. That is basically 2 because my follow-up is Sente. If I play here, it's worth more than 1 point because his follow-up makes this not a point. And then that one also might get filled in. I'm wondering how big this is, because I know if he plays it, then it's not Sente. Okay, that answers that question. I had the illusion for a second that when he plays here, I have to play here. But no, okay. It still might be one of the biggest moves, though, actually. Oh, I should make sure this thing's not connected.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so this might be worth
9,
playing.
8, 7, 6, 5, 5.
Yeah. It's threatening to get 2 points, but it's also taking away a point.
Yep. Yeah, that's what Serious said.
Oh, okay, I'm not reading it right now. I'm glancing, but yeah. The text is just so small from here. I'm going blind. I think the endgame is actually going a bit well for me. I think the endgame is better for white so far, just to buy a little bit. So I think I should play here. Yes. Probably. Okay, and so this push is going to be at most just a regular 1 point now. It's not even a point actually, because at any time I can force here, which means I can get this Atari or this push. So actually there's no points here. This might end up being worth a point, but it depends on this, which is not something I should care about right now. I'm wondering how big this is. It's still sort of, I guess it's just like 2 points at most, maybe even 1. Probably 2, it's probably worth 2 points. I think this might be big.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.
Yeah. Well, like it's 1 point, but then if he plays it, he has the potential to make me lose this point and then also later this point. That's a very surprising move considering it's Gote for him. Do I have any... Okay, well, I need to go here. I'm really surprised by that, actually, because all he gains from that is like 1 point. And in fact, one of my reducing moves is here, which also creates something there potentially. So yeah, no, I don't think that was big for him. So yeah, I think I could have a shot if it was close before the late end game. Even if he plays a stone here, only then does he get 1 point at long last here. So so this is one. Just one, I think. This is going to be 2, but then if he goes here, then he has like at least 2 more cold threats as well from making my shape like that. So in the case of possible codes, I'll just play a 2-point endgame now. Same case over here, really. Wiser words have been said. Yeah, like groups die when they are killed.
Oh my god.
Shameless ref.
I think he needs to get stronger before he gets hit.
I want to save all the groups. Alright, so he's playing another 2-point endgame. Now I'll play this one. Isn't T5 bigger than A11? No, they are exactly the same. Because at the end of the game, there's no shenanigans inside, actually. Not that I can see. Like after this is all filled up. So therefore, they're just both 2 points. Okay, he blocked. So I can erase 1 point around here, and it would actually give me another follow-up of cutting here, which would be another point. So it's worth more than a point. This thing is about a point. Actually, no, this is better than a point because I have a follow-up to make my own point as well. Mm-hmm. So it's basically a 1.5 here and a 1.5 here. So they're Mii. Since they're Mii...
Do you have better moves?
Wait a second. Push, cut. Oh, this is better.
8, 7, 6,
yes.
5, 4,
you know why?
4.
Because this cut's actually Sente.
But
so that means the follow-up is going to be a point Sente for sure, which means this move becomes objectively 2 points.
But that cuts 0 points, right?
No, it's 1. If he plays here, he gets a point here.
Mm.
But I guess what you might mean is when I cut here, he still has to play inside at the end. I see. Well, in any case, I made him respond, so that's a victory.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I see what you mean. I wonder if there's ever going to be shenanigans in here. It looks like there could be. So I guess the next biggest is here. No, maybe this one. I can't tell. How big is this thing? Is it just 2 points? Well, it definitely sets up for a 2-point move, so... I don't know. And do I play it here or here? I used to know this, but somehow I'm getting confused now. Okay, well, I'm going to treat this as a 2-point move and just do it like this. Yeah, I think it's 2 points. Yeah, I think this is a 2-point play.
Yeah.
And now it's 1 point Sente for him to play Q2. And 1 point Sente is usually better than a 1.5 Gote. But then if the 1.5 Gote is the only other good thing left on the board, it's a different story. But then after he Ataris here, he has 1 more point to do here. And that's probably the end of the spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means I should actually take away his... Because there's 3 places, and if I give him a Sente move, then he gets 2 and I get 1.
Well, when you do the other move, it's another move. Another point.
Now there's like this part and this part. Yeah, it's true. But he's going to do this, and then I'm going to be able to take this one now.
Yeah.
So I think that worked out.
Net 0.
Okay, so he's ready to finish the game, it seems like. I'm gonna play here because who knows? Maybe there's some kind of shenanigans. I mean, I should know, but well, it would have been a lot more likely if I had T5, but I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, who am I kidding? But it didn't hurt to play it. Who knows? Maybe he'll get afraid of it and fix it. 0.5 meme. Oh my god. The thing is, though, you know, in Go, like, no matter how evenly matched players are, somebody has to lose, right? And also, black and white are not completely even. Like, so if I lose by 0.5, for example, I won't feel bad because, like, one of us had to lose by 0.5. It means it was even. Yeah, it's probably not 0.5. But maybe don't spoil the results if you have it in, like, Leela or something. Damn it. I think one of you guys already checked the score. That's not fun. Don't say it out loud. It's probably, I don't know. Now I feel like it is 0.5 because I feel like I gained a little from the end game. I think I gained a little bit from the end game. Darn, I was trying to make it black plus 0.75. Maybe he's calculating if there's shenanigans inside. But the problem is he can probably hear me too. So he knows I'm bluffing.
Introvix. Don't score estimate on OGS. Will only bring sadness.
The thing is, guys, around like our level, like Taigem, you know, 7 Dan or maybe 8 or 6, like Taigem 6 to 7 Dan, especially like 7 plus, 0.5 game is actually pretty common. It's because like 0.5 for the lulz. Yeah, I bet you it is because I think it was like 2 or 3.5 for good for him going into the end game. But I think some of the exchanges had to be good for me. Oh, he played inside. Oh, that's actually very sad. That means he counted with something, right? Like to play a move like that, that means he must.
Sure? Are you sure?
I don't know. Like how could he play a move like that? I don't think he needs that. So how could he play a move like that when it's this close? Okay, he either thinks he's way ahead, or he knows the exact score. It's one of those two for sure. Okay, so I think we're not Chinese rules, right? So I'm just gonna pass, I think. Is there any coast? No, right?
No. What? There you go.
I win? Yes! Wait. What? Oh, I don't win. What? What the hell? It just said 90.5 for me, and then I guess something was wrong. Damn, that's a big difference. That's more than I thought. Damn.
Oh, it's Robert T.
Oh. Man, how could I have been so off with the count? Oh. Dang. Well, I guess that's what happens when, like, you're under pressure and stuff.
7-hour game.
That means like, yeah, I did think it was closer. Somehow I totally messed up my count somewhere.
And
Yeah.
I was too lazy to count.
I'm just reading these comments. Yeah. Usually, to be honest, like usually I'm pretty confident with my counting, but I guess it's only when I'm calm and I have, like, I can really just relax and count. Or more like usually I think my counting is quick, but apparently when I go too quick and I'm under pressure, then it just ends up off by like 4 points.
Did you double count something?
I probably double counted something, or I don't know. Darn, that really got my hopes up for a second, because OGS, the score thingy, for a moment there, it said 90.5 to his 90. And then suddenly it changed. I'm like, ah. Nerfed champion every Wednesday. I do definitely want to see, like, get this reviewed by someone really strong. That would be good, because I can definitely find some of my own mistakes, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah. I don't know about planning something, but I will just do my best. You know, one loss doesn't make me stop trusting my own Go sense. So a lot of things in this game I still think I'll do next time, but of course there's a few things I would change. Next time, I know it's not really a major thing because it's just still the opening, but R11 seems maybe not as good as R10 to me. And this kick, like maybe, because I know kick is the most normal here, but my instinct was leaning towards R8, so maybe that would have been better. To be safer, because I get bullied here with this. That was a good sequence for him. I still don't really think he needs to do this right now. Like, he could do it at any moment, and it's probably going to be Sente. But it's not really a big...
Oh, Cat says should jump to P11 instead.
Who? Me?
Cat, yeah, you should.
Jump to P11 here. Yeah, I think so too, I guess, because then I can play like this. And this connection under doesn't really work. Yeah, well, at least it doesn't connect. I don't know. I gotta look at these comments. Should jump to P11. R14. Yeah, R14. I mean, I think for that reason, maybe I should pincer here. What did you think about that? I'm guessing you would have played like this, but I'm not sure.
Cat says I thought he would pincer.
Oh, he thought I would pincer. Yeah, I agree. I think pincer was better. So what happened? Yeah, what happened was, like, the normal move seems like this, but then my feeling was definitely on this one, and it looks pretty normal as well. If you change the order of moves, then the pincer still doesn't seem bad, because R11 is a move that white would normally play at the end of this kind of thing. Like, after this, it seems pretty normal for white to want a stone at R11, so... Q15 I thought made corner more flexible. Q...
The target's mouse.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, which tiger's mouth? You mean like
No,
after
the
this
Q,
stuff?
like him doing Q15.
Q15. Oh.
Yeah, that one.
But Cats, what I mean is like, can't you just do that at any moment, like in a quick instant? Q16. Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe, yeah. I see. I getcha. I understand now. I've never seen that Peep played though, so I still suspect it a little bit. But yeah. If you played Q17, then I play Q15, would you? Yeah, no, I understand. I understand your concern now. Oh, Leela. Okay. Yeah, so I know that the opening got slightly good for black because of this walling off. Yeah, so definitely better for black here. Because your weak group turns into a strong group and makes my group weaker, so it's a big swing. Okay. I was pretty surprised by this though. What did you think about this? I mean, I know that it's painful for you to just respond because you end up flat though, but would I still play 04 or would I play low? If I knew what was coming, like if I had properly predicted all this, which I should have, then I guess I would have played low. Yeah. Well, I still think that it's big for white to get L3, but I guess it's possible that black's also okay. But I feel like if all you get out of it is this, then it feels like white got a whole ton of points here. But I guess you do get Sente, so I don't know. The first thing that you played in the game that I thought was like 100% suspect, as like everything else you played, I'm probably wrong or something, but I feel like this one is not good. Like you ended up playing like over and over again on the second line here. What did you think about that? All right. I can't really agree this time. I definitely can't. I don't know. I don't think J2 is good, but I can agree with pretty much everything else you said so far. Well, I never expected to defend the left in one move, but I don't think black's territory advantage is like so huge to like just kind of cruise. I don't know. Like I know black has more points, but like white has some points too, and then Komi, and then white has like lots of control. The problem is I keep losing, so it's kind of hard to back up my words here, but I feel pretty strongly about J2. That's the left side. C17 instead of J2. C17. Yeah, I kind of expected you to like either just invade right away or like what about just invading here? I mean this one. That corner invasion seems pretty big. And then I'm not even like that safe anymore. Well, I'm kind of safe, but like I need to play things. And then my Moyo is not really that big. Yeah, like I don't know. There's no way that J2 was good, but I think that you still probably overall you still outplayed me in the opening. I was kind of surprised that the score, like, I was kind of surprised that the score just kept on staying fine for you. Like, I don't know. I thought that some of these things that were happening were good for me. Like originally you could invade here, but then what happened was it ended up just getting captured. And then you got stuff here, but then in exchange for that, I got these outside stones plus the capture above and plus G8, G17, which is G17 is like enormous. So I thought this has to be good for me. Like, but I know that you did get a lot of points. You got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You gained around 17 to 18 points here locally, including your like endgame reductions and everything, like this stuff. I think you gained around like 18 points, including like the point at E4 and stuff like that. Are you, Cats, are you only thinking about points and you're like assigning like 0 value to the stones in the center? I'm just curious. And the thing is, like, did you consider that you're losing points here as well, in addition to me gaining points? Actually, no. E18, it looks clever, but it's not really the best way to defend. Like if white just blocks the corner, for example, then the corner becomes a lot more solid than it was. And even though E18 fixes, but then afterwards H16 is still going to make black, for white, is going to make black respond again. And then black ends up really flat because black's all on the second line. Well, I'll be very interested if we can get a pro or someone really strong to review our game next week or something. There's two things I still think. I still think that this trade should be a little bit better for white, but of course, like, yeah, I might be wrong. Like, it's close enough in the trade that either of us could be wrong. And then I definitely think, yeah, but I don't know. This just felt. I was really surprised that that it was so hard for me to get ahead, but I guess that's just the limits of my strength. Whenever I play cats, like I feel like my go sense is betraying, my go theory is betraying me, because usually, I don't know, my logic about these things usually works for me in other games, and it's just like big mistakes, like obvious mistakes that just make me lose. See if you think back, you live in the corner. And here, even in the center, like I thought I was supposed to be happy because in the center I thought that you could, like for example, do something more with this stone, maybe like force. Like what about like h9 or something. How come you didn't play something like h9? Played the cut to force me to defend the center. Which cut? E8? Oh. But it seems like he could have, it seems like you could have played exactly like in the game, but just with a bit more reduction against me. Maybe, I understand your logic, so maybe that's, maybe it makes sense. Because it's like if you already made me solid, then I wouldn't defend the center, but I don't know. S10 was stupid. H6. S10. When you say S10 was stupid, do you mean like because I didn't need to respond or something? I did not think it would happen, but if I did not play it, then I felt I would not get the chance. Oh, S8. Oh, okay. This was a really good move. This one made me feel pretty, made white feel pretty bad, I think. Hard to view with delay. Oh yeah, there's some delay. Yeah, I'll just say a few more of my own comments, I guess, because we can look into getting like a awesome review from someone else. Well, there isn't much to say about the endgame, I guess. Not for now, at least. Although, I made a really big mistake. That was, what was the turning point?
Who is he going to play? The slime or the stream?
Hey, Cats, did you see that, like, maybe when I play here, you might be able to kill my whole bottom? N9. I think black was already ahead, so I don't know if that's the turning point per se. But, Cats, did you see that maybe you could play L6 right now? Because that would have probably ended the game instantly. I don't think my capture in the center would be quite big enough.
Oh, there.
I was like in shock for a second, just like my previous overlay, my previous background with the blue inverted colors Hikaru thing. I was totally in shock because it's like wow, I just played this move and then he can just play L6. Yeah. Also, like, there was a lot of places in the endgame that I felt like I was gaining a little. Like, for example, when you play here, right? If it's white's turn, then white would play maybe something like this if you don't play it, right? Like, so, you know, black gets an increase to like O1 and N1, something like that. So black gets like 2 points. And then that means white also lost out on like 2 or 3 points. But then what I got out of it was not only this capture, but also the move at here. Oh, maybe actually it is. Maybe it does kind of add up. But the thing is that this capture is like pretty big because it makes like S2 a point and stuff. And if S2 is a point, that means T4 is not Sente, which means that T6 is not a point yet. Maybe it was about even. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I didn't actually gain from that, but I didn't lose anything either. Oh, man. And then that was that. So why did white lose? In a nutshell. Well, let's see.
Because you suck.
Yeah, because I suck. First of all, white fell slightly behind, at least, from this opening choice. Yeah. Not only this extension, but just the whole setup originally. It should have been maybe a pincer. Or it should have been R11 at R10.
I thought I saw a pro play that once, but whatever.
Maybe it's okay, but I don't know. Up to here, it seems like black is slightly better, at least. And yeah, maybe like if I could see all this, if I had like thought through this properly and solved the because this looks just like that opening where black plays the first two moves normally and then plays a one space high enclosure with a 4/4 on the other side, and then white splits in the middle. And then this happens. So like it's not like I didn't know about this, but I probably should have just seen this coming better, because considering that black's group was weak, and that's the whole reason for 0-4, and then black's group turns into like power, and then now 0-4 is a little bit in the wrong place. So yeah, Brandon is pretty good at just taking cash really quickly, that's for sure. Maybe I need to switch back to that a little bit. I don't think I lost out here, so that's not really like the game loss spots. So what is it then? Is it really just... Okay, Brandon, I mean Cats, whatever you want to be called. Final question for you for tonight. Given the flow of things from after here, where it seems like some of the exchanges are debatable or close, or at least not a huge impact, do you think that maybe black got ahead on the right side of the board in the beginning and just carried that? Because there's a lot of things that happened after that I thought were okay for me, like that are at least okay for me. So it seems like I was just behind from the beginning and just always stayed behind. What do you think? Do you think that the main turning point in the game was right in the beginning on the right side? Yeah, that's what I feel like, because since black won by 5.5, it means that and black also didn't really make huge mistakes later, so that means white probably also didn't make huge mistakes, relatively speaking, because white was already behind and then lost by 5.5. So the left, it did feel, yeah, like I felt good about the left and you felt good about the left, so it's probably close enough that it was something close to even, maybe. I thought it was good for white, you thought it was good for black. So it's definitely the right side. So really, this just goes to show, guys, how important the opening is. You really got to read ahead, just like you do with a life and death problem. And those are things that I easily could have anticipated and read, so that was just shame on me. And then I lost. So get ready for game 2, guys. Yeah, they started doing dishes. FML. Alright, I'm going to end off here. And thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for following, anyone who's a new follower. And get ready for the next Jubongo match It's gonna be game 2 of 10. And it's about time I got some revenge. What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
And Ben's making his roommate do the dishes again.
Making. I'm not making anyone do anything. Alright, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And look out for updates. Yeah. And I'm gonna see if I can get someone really strong to review this game, because I'm very interested in that. So yeah, thanks, and hopefully this was entertaining and maybe educational for some of you. And have a good night, everyone. Johnny. I just had to do that.